2, 1. And Dan decided to walk off screen right at the right moment. All right. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we are sorry for that technical delay. It wasn't me this time, kind of. It was like 49% me, 51% Will. But we are glad to finally be here today. We hope that you all had yourselves a wonderful week. We apologize for last week. There was a last-minute event. If whoever was a part of that event wants to share details, they're welcome to. If not, there was an event and we weren't able to play. It's no big deal.
It was a fire.
It's true.
And we were trying to leave the area of the fire, so. And
everybody else tried to leave at the same time.
It was fine. Nobody died, but there was a fire.
But we are glad to be back here. Please let us know if you cannot hear us or see us or anything like that. At some point, I'm positive Will's mic is going to have him start sounding like one of the robots from WALL-E. And if that happens, we'll just figure it out. We almost had an episode where we had to play with a mute L. And that was one of my favorite episodes.
My first one.
I had this great idea to have this like surprise guest appearance. And then it was the most frustrating thing in the world when we couldn't figure out why I could not hear her, but everybody else could. The worst. But tonight, we are glad to have everybody here. Obviously,
does anybody else hear that echo?
I do not hear the echo.
I don't hear an echo.
Me neither.
Yeah.
It's all your fault.
I've had all kinds of issues today. So.
Double check to make sure that Roll20 is muted if you still have that up. Because I can see me still talking on Roll20. So that might be where my voice is coming from. I will try and mute it to make sure.
I didn't allow to use my microphones.
Let's see here. Do that. Yada, yada, yada. Doing that.
Be...
Hey, Chloe, why don't you tell us what's going on in your world?
Yeah, okay.
Well, we did our Dune episode this morning for lunch. So if you guys want to check out what we said, you can find it. I don't know what else is happening. It's the holidays. The world is weird now. Welcome to Thanksgiving, and then it's going to be Christmas, and then it will be the New Year. And I'm in the middle of moving. So
where can people find your Read Watch Vent from today for Dune?
So Read Watch Vent is going to be on the Uncanny Pros Facebook page. It's on my Facebook page. It's on Emily's Facebook page, who is one of our hosts for Read Watch Vent. I was having issues connecting it to Twitch, so it is not on Twitch, but it is on our YouTube channel as well as our Facebook page.
And YouTube is forever, so, or at least until the zombie apocalypse.
Right. And probably even after that. I feel like zombies are
going to be YouTube might really last.
Really attracted to most of what's on the YouTubes. They'll just be like,
That'd be so great. Be like, it's the worst. They're sprinter zombies and they don't kill and you have to shoot them directly in the brain. But if you have a YouTube video, they get totally droned out.
Keep the screen in front of them.
Exactly. Elle, you have some super important news.
I do. Okay, so first up, Emerald City Comic-Con is literally like next week? We leave next week to go to this amazing convention. So if you're in the Seattle area or in general, just love Gooey Cube, or maybe you just really like Emerald City Comic-Con, well, you should come find us because I will be there and I'm pretty cool, I like to think. And Alphinius will be there, and Alphinius is pretty cool, and lots of other people will be there, but mostly we'll be there, and it's really cool. So you should come see us because we have a super cool new booth that came in today, and it's premiering at Seattle. So
did you and Cameron Mandy spend all day setting that up?
No, it took 6 minutes.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's actually super exciting because you're always crunched for time on cons.
Okay, but yeah, if you're gonna be there, you should come find us because it would be really fun to see you guys. The next one after that, I believe, is Genghis, which is local to Colorado. So if you're in that area, we'll be there. There will be more details later, though.
I will say Gooey Cube goes kind of all out for Genghis Con. So
Genghis is one of our home cons. It's a big one. Just saying, it's really cool. But the next thing I have is there is new merchandise because I finally did the thing I said I was gonna do. So there's some super cool stuff in there. We have Save Dan 2021. And if you're someone who likes to prep and be in advance, Save Dan 2022. See, so you can be on top of the game, ready to go. Then we
I
also
think
have
that's
this
called
really-
being an optimist.
Hey, some of us need that, okay? And if you're an optimist like me, it's okay to buy the 2022 sticker. It'll be okay. The next thing we have is this super cool antique set for Heroes of the Realm. It's this cool like sepia toned group thing, and it's really cool. I don't know if Lawrence is showing you guys or if I'm just talking.
I am working on getting it up. Again,
Okay,
part of our
cool.
tech issues was I had to close down my computer and restart it. And with that, for stream, not only do I run 5 screens, but I run an average of about 37.5 tabs per screen. So getting everything back up and running is a feat.
He came to our house and tried to show me how to do it on all of our screens, and I was like,
It's so much.
I really honestly could not do this stream without having amazing players. Because there are multiple times where I give them the freaking secret hand signal that you guys never can see. And they're like, hey guys, we need to role play for a little while until Lawrence gets the tech running again. It is awesome. So yes,
But
I am trying to
while
get it
he
up and
pulls it
going.
While he pulls it up, there's some really cool stuff in there. There's a new Calopia thing based off of the last time we played, when there was a certain comment about Calopia being a weapon. So there's a really cool sticker for that. And if you guys were madly in love with the Heroes of the Realm crossword hoodie that we did a while back, I have temporarily brought it back. So if you love it a lot, you should get it because it's going to be gone soon. I would say probably like 2 weeks. We're waiting for the Christmas bundles to come.
So what you really should do is actually this Black Friday through Cyber Monday, it is free shipping on the Stream Elements store.
So it's great timing to get all of your super cool Uncanny Pros stuff.
It
Just
is.
saying.
All right.
Just
I
that's
believe
all I-
you all can still. Oh, wait, here we go. Hold on. All right. I think you guys can all still hear us. Here is the screen with the stuff and the merchandise.
the stuff and merchandise. Look at it. It's so cool. It's all the stuff I was just talking about.
it's so pretty.
They can't see it. That's why they're doing that. But yes, like I said, free shipping, I believe this Friday through Cyber Monday. And that way you can get awesome, cool merch and you can sport around and be the coolest kid in town. All right, back to our players. Boop. You guys are back. But yeah, check out Emerald City Comic Con. Dan, tell us about interesting stuff going on in your life.
Well, there's interesting stuff going on in my life. Such stuff as you wouldn't believe. One of the stuff is Ombligo del Diablo. This is a 5th edition Mage the Ascension podcast that you can listen to where podcasts are, and even maybe other places. I don't know. Look around. Maybe you'll find some. This is a fairly adult podcast for gamers. You know, we get a bit spicy on there from time to time. And, you know, like, not that we don't get some spice here, but we got some milk to go along with it to ease the spice some. A good, gentle milk of a D&D game with spice. There's a lot of raw spice.
What was that description?
We're a milky game. That's all. And
negative 1,000 hit points from Dan for calling us a milky stream.
Dan, how do you expect me to save you when you say stuff like that?
Anybody in the chat, come up with a better description for our stream, and I will give you 10,000 points. Best description of our stream gets 10,000 points. And the only bar that you have to beat is a milky stream.
No, I'm doing a whole sticker series now on a milky stream. Just
perfect. That's all I want. Anyway, check out Ombligo del Diablo. It's pretty cool.
It's like a spicier milky stream.
It's a spicy. It's spice. It's got some horchata. It's got some horchata with it.
Oh, you are dying so much tonight.
Yeah, so that's about it. That's all I have to say. Enjoy it. It's a good podcast. It's about halfway released of what we recorded for it.
Oh man, I can't get over being a milky stream. I don't even know. I don't even know who I am, Daniel.
What is that?
I don't even know who I am.
This is the sort of fey creature that I am, Lawrence. I'm sorry.
Oh man, I would 100% believe that Dan was a fey creature.
Theme. I've been trying to figure it out for the whole time I've known him on how I could trick him into admitting it.
Just have to find my true name.
That's true.
Which is?
Daniel.
You almost got me.
All right, folks. With that, I have a couple of cool announcements. First of all, my health is doing much better, so I'm not going to do a recap. But we had a birthday that unfortunately we missed, and that was our own very special Elle. So,
Bye.
I think I'd know.
for her birthday, I have a special gift for you, Elle.
What?
Do
I
you
love
s-
special gifts.
Do you see these?
I do see those. Are those GUICube.com's GUI reward cards?
That is correct. These are GUICube.com's GUI reward cards, specialty to only GUI Cube adventures. You guys will know I kind of pass these out from time and again, and we have some fun with them. Elle, I know you probably don't want to disclose your age on stream.
25. I'm not ashamed of it.
Sounds good. So I'm shuffling these up because as the more powerful ones float to the top and stuff, we put them down to the bottom.
Are you giving her 25 of them?
Elle has 25 GUI rewards, which she can hand out at any point during our holiday series. The one caveat to this is that whenever she assigns the GUI reward, it has to be used immediately, and it is a random draw.
Oh.
So you have no
What if it
idea.
doesn't apply to the situation?
What'd you say?
What if it doesn't apply to the situation?
There's
Okay.
25 of them. Eventually, something's going to apply to the situation.
Oh man, if she goes our entire holiday series and not a single GUI reward applies,
Y'all really got to remind me I have them because basically my brain's already forgotten that.
it's so true. And it doesn't apply, which one of them will, because it'll be like single permanent hit point, and that can be applied at any time. But yeah, so that's what's going on.
So
Okay, Pat, just remember
let's
to remind
say-
me of that, please.
just say, for instance, Dan's at 0 hit points and he draws the 1 extra hit point.
Yeah.
Does that raise him to 1, or is that just increase his total to 1?
That
He's still
raises
at
him
0?
2-1.
Okay.
That puts him at 1. Again, if she draws and it's advantage on an attack and nobody's attacking right there, then nothing.
But you won't apply that to the enemy.
Say
Right.
again?
You won't apply that to the enemy?
No, I will not apply that to the enemy.
Okay.
So there's a little bit of strategy in that, but I'll let you figure that out. Second of all, for my little special announcements, after I thank Lady Hawk, thank you so much for subscribing. You actually had a little bit of health on your stream boss bar down, and then you just replenished it all. So Lady Hawk is 100% our reigning stream boss. Congratulations. Continue up the good work. The second thing is we actually have some new artwork that I am going to debut tonight because we are super late tonight. So to kind of do some stuff, first of all, the one that I'm very happy about, let me go ahead and switch over to this thingy. It is so good. I'm going to see if I can do this. Okay, stand by, everybody, as I get this worked out. So we're going to go to full screen. It is black right now. That is okay. That is normal. Now I'm going to try and do this so that way our players can actually see what I'm doing. Sure. All right, and I'm going to do this.
Not looking at you tonight's stream. You haven't earned me.
Oh, man. Did I tell you all that I did like a professional Zoom stream for work? And they were all like, why do you have all these microphones and cameras and stuff? And I was like, don't ask questions. I'm doing this for free. Anyways,
So this artwork is the Underdark. If you don't have actual ultra vision, you can't see it.
that is accurate. Well, I'm doing it because I'm trying to get it so that way you guys can see it properly as well.
Cool.
Let me do this. Okay, I want number 2. Yep, so that one should be shown. Okay, here we go. So let me go ahead and transfer that. All right, and now if I do this correctly, which I won't. Yeah, exit. Good. Oh, is that because it's the wrong... Oh, that's why. Okay, sorry. Give me one more moment, people. I apologize, and I thank you for your grace. All right, good. Right here, go to this one maybe. Nope, not that one. That's the background. That's what I get to see. That's not right either. Hold on, let me get this. I know, I'm messing this up so bad.
That is an amazing, like, just memento whatever the heck. Oh God. Nesting doll of realities there.
That is the correct thing. I totally messed that up as well. I'm doing very poorly tonight. Maybe the health isn't doing so great. Actually, that's a good chance. I do have to go in for a TBI evaluation next week, which is good because it got pushed back a week. All right, here we go. That is it. We are going to get this on the 37th try. Now give me number 2, please. Thank you. Transition. Audience, you can now see that. All right, first one, which I'm super excited for, is Calopia's new bust.
Ooh.
Oh, with the ears.
For me.
So we had that commissioned. We actually have a new bust for Glenn commissioned as well, but we're getting a few little tiny details kind of switched up on it. But since those two players have had some physical changes, one might say, we thought it'd be appropriate to go ahead and get her a new bust. Next up is our newest round of chibis coming on out. That is super small. Make bigger, please.
Is small.
It is small. Let me see here. Let me move this up.
He's so cute.
Oh, we got the ears now. Got the ears and tails.
And the tails.
Yes.
Like Rezzer and Kenna though.
Ooh, and a new. Look at Glenn.
And the new Glenn.
The new
nipple is
Glenn.
nice.
So very excited for that one.
They'll be coming out very, very soon.
They will. It's been a long time, so now we got some new artwork with some new characters. And last but not least, this one's in work, but it's probably my favorite.
It's so good.
Oh. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. What you do?
I cannot wait for
His
it.
face. He's like, what do I do? What do I do?
Lauren sent me this sketch and I like
Oh, it's so
my
good.
desk partner was like, "Oh my god, are you okay? You hurt yourself?"
Well,
Nope.
I-
Just happened.
they would have hurt themselves too if they.
That picture actually reminds me. Have you ever seen those pictures of Keanu Reeves when he's like standing next to women? He never touches them. He's always like, his hand is always hovering and stuff. So it looks, but then you notice you're like, he's not even close to her. That's what Saya reminds me like.
Yeah, no, I mean, that makes sense.
I love it. I'm so excited.
Pretty
That's good.
great. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, that is it for our announcements for the evening. So let's go ahead and get into our storyline. So with that, quick disclaimer, there is a battle map that goes to this, and there's tokens and there's great imagery and things like that. But the computer program, which I'm trying to use it on, decided not to work, along with the other technical issues we're having tonight. That's the 49% that I messed up. Again, Will is still at 51% responsible for tonight. So
My issues are resolved though. So
that is accurate. That's fair. So with
I just
that,
now that I said that,
yeah, exactly. So with that, you're getting some theater of the mind tonight as we work through this very fun adventure. So, as our heroes departed the camp early in the morning to move towards the ruins of EsTranoch, they left behind many other capable Frenta. These are individuals that hold various jobs throughout the entire troop. Some of them are entertainers, some of them are caretakers for animals, some of them run some of the carnival games, others of them are resourceful in helping provide for the needs of the troop. But as Mother Salvenza awakes from her slumber to the cold frosty morning, she awakes in a cold sweat as she has to ask more of the troop to go on dangerous missions. She calls forth for Brayan to come into her tent as she has a whispered conversation with him. But while this is going on, our Frenta are waking up and proceeding with their morning chores. Elle, you want to talk to us a little bit about your Henataz character?
Oh, of course. Well, Isla is like she's very very clean and very fancy. She's got beautiful lavender skin and silver hair and ice blue eyes and two like purple horns. And she's a spell dancer. And so she's getting in her finest dress and doing her hair and her makeup and getting very pristine this morning.
And would you like to explain to everybody what exactly is a spell dancer?
Of course. Well, a spell dancer is someone who's super awesome and probably the coolest class in all of GUI Cube. But what they do is they use magic entwined with dancing. So whenever they do these fancy dances, they get special, really cool magical benefits to it. And I am playing a pretty high level one, so we're really excited for that.
Quite possibly the highest level spell dancer
It might be
to
the
date.
highest spell dancer.
Just pretty exciting.
Like, unless you played one in an outside campaign.
That's
then maybe
accurate. What are you doing this morning?
Well, I'm getting dressed and taking quite a while because I don't want to be on morning duties. So once I'm dressed, I'm probably going to go find some food and then see what everybody else is up to. And then, just go from there. We'll just see.
On your pursuit to food, you move to where the other spell dancers are. Spell dancers are probably considered one of the more cliquey groups out of the entire troupe, mainly because you all have a specific craft in which requires hours and hours and hours of practice in order to perfect. Not only are you constantly working on new dance routines, new magics, continually working, conditioning, working on new outfits and costumes, music, synchronizing that up, and all these other things, but you also have other chores on top of that amongst the entire troupe. And with that, you do have a very close-knit group. You guys eat almost every meal together. You guys make sure you check in with each other. You can basically tell if anyone else is off. One of the strangest things is that you do not see the head spell dancer this morning, Mavea. One of the other spell dancers looks to you and goes, "Oh, good morning to you, dear. How did you sleep last night?"
Wonderfully. I mean, I could have gotten a little bit longer, but, c'est la vie.
Of course. We have some food here for this morning. And she goes on over and she pulls out some of this pork that's been smoked or cooked overnight from, wait for it, I know his name. He has a pipe and Old Manstrom.
Yes.
By the way, did anybody else give us a better definition of our stream other than Milky?
We did actually get quite the academic definition up
A
there.
lot of them, actually.
Ooh, I'm looking
mean,
forward to finding out what the best one was.
I feel so. Here's the academic definition. This should be on our wiki.
Go for it.
Uncanny Prose is a dynamic storytelling adventure set in GUI Cube universe where the viewers can follow their favorite characters as they defy the odds to support their people.
Was that Dead Lemons?
Yep.
Called it. All right, 10,000 points to Dead Lemons.
Oh,
And I expect you to use those points. All right. So with that, you eat your meal this morning and enjoy different small talk and such. The cold is starting to bite at your fingertips and at your toes. But luckily there's a large fire as basically the entire camp kind of sets off their own little offshoots along with the grand fire that's normally set up at kind of the middle. As this happens, Brayan comes on over and walks over and he goes, it's good to see you this morning, Isla.
good morning.
How are you doing?
Wonderful as always. You?
I'm doing all right, but unfortunately, I'm sorry if you had any rehearsals planned for today. I need you to come with me, and we need to find Neftalia.
All right, of course. Absolutely.
Thank you.
Change.
It's at the request of Mada Savenza.
Of course.
With that, you two walk on over. Where is Neftalia at?
Well, she's probably coming back from being out hunting
Nice.
this morning.
What'd you catch?
Well, I actually brought the twins with me because they were like causing trouble, and I was like, you two, you can carry my staff and my stuff. This will be fabulous. So we went out and we have probably like 3 rabbits and a badger. Because, just a badger for good luck.
Looks like it's had its head caved in from a kick. No idea why. Like, this looks fresh.
This is a dangerous place for badgers to
I'm
live.
still getting the badger shite.
A strange and terrible affliction
You know what? I
has
don't believe
befallen
in
the
wasting the
badgers
stuff.
recently.
It's here in the forest. We have to use it. Okay? And I have 2 small children to carry it for me, so it's going to be fine.
In a survival situation, you can cut off the rotten parts of the meat and still eat the other part. So, just letting you all know.
Exactly.
As you come back, Rezor is actually there, and both Strom and Strem have like the lowest heads. They're like dragging every step as they move through. Like, Natalia, I'm so tired.
You guys did great. And this will teach you not to keep everybody up all night, won't it? Have we learned our lesson?
Yes, Natalia.
Okay. I want you to take that over to the cooking tents right now.
As they move out, and they immediately pick up pace and move much faster than what they were throughout the entire forest. Rezor actually breaks through kind of the tents as he sees you, and he kind of gives you this wave. He has these huge bags underneath his eyes. He's a little bit paler than normal. Oh, appreciate you taking care of the two of them.
Yeah, of course. Are you okay?
I've been on child duty for about the last 10 days, and them two was raising the 9 hells all night last night.
You sir need a break. You need a break. Go take a nap.
I got some stuff I gotta take care of, but I really appreciate it, Neftalia. I sure do.
You know what? I'll take care of it. I'll get it for you. Go take a nap. What do you have to take care of?
Well, I mean, I got a lot of different duties and such. I mean, again, I'm watching after all the youngins for the entire day. I gotta make sure, pack them food. We got a puppet show that we're putting on later that I promised them. We're washing all their clothes. Plus, we gotta get ready to pack up.
All I'm hearing is excuses. I can watch the kids. I'll just take them all hunting with me again, and then we'll have more food, and the kids will be fine. They don't need a puppet show. They will be learning actual useful skills.
Man, so mean. Actually useful skills.
I'm sorry. This is not mean. That we are in a life and death situation. Did you not hear the stuff about the dark tide and everything that's coming? Like, this could be serious, and we don't know. We could starve. You don't know.
Okay, I just got a quick question for you. How are you planning on keeping 10 youngins quiet while you're out looking for stuff?
I'm gonna tie them together.
Yeah, but how do you keep them quiet?
Oh, you know what? They're gonna learn to be quiet. I have some, and I pull out from my like quiver of bows. I've been wanting to try this, and I have a bunch of arrows that have like rubber balls on the end of them.
Mm-hmm.
They will be quiet. Or
You
they
have
will
non-lethal
routine
arrows?
them.
Is that what you're saying? You have like riot
What?
arrows?
I have rubber arrows. And they won't hurt. They won't hurt. I will just smack them in their hiney. They'll be fine. And they will learn a valuable life lesson. We be quiet when we're hunting.
Oh, man. Don't get me wrong. I love it. It just caught me off guard. Rezor's kind of like, if you insist, I've been walking a lot, trying to keep the kids all together and stuff, so maybe a nap wouldn't be too bad. As out from the tents, Isla and Brayan come on out. And what is Neftalia and Isla's relationship?
You know what? Neftalia likes Alia, but she's kind of frivolous.
Oh, you just kind of like, I really do like you. I just feel like maybe you've got a certain harshness, you know?
I'm realistic, not harsh. Life is harsh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, of course.
Death is harsh.
Yeah, of course.
I'm looking forward to the most amazing passive-aggressive girl fight for the next 5 weeks. With that, Brayan kind of comes around the corner and he sees you and kind of goes, "Hey, Neftalia, it's good to see you this morning.
Thank you. It is great to see you as well.
Up and early as Norman, I saw Crendon I saw Strom and Strim be running on over with some game. Did you get that?
Yeah, we're making him useful. They almost didn't get caught in one of the snares, so they're getting better. I had to pull him out of a tree yesterday.
I'm real proud of you for that. Krezer's like, "Hey, Neftalia, I'm gonna go ahead and Brayan goes, if you're not in the middle of something, Mother Salvenza needs to see you immediately."
Oh, I was about to go tie all the children together so we could go hunting.
That
But you know
sounds-
what?
The children?
Oh, yeah. No, it's fine. If Mother Sylvenza needs me, that's fine. Sorry, Rezer. I'm going to have to take a rain check on this, but I will be back and you will get a nap tomorrow.
No, I appreciate you even offering, Neftalia. You take care now, all right? With that, Brayan goes, do you guys know where Crendon sleeps at? Crendon, where do you find rest?
Where does you sleep at?
My speech has been very off, as you can tell from the conversation I was having with Will, where I was just adding in random words that had the same pronunciation, like I was going through a seizure.
I would say that Crendon kind of finds rest wherever the night takes him, as long as there's not duties to attend to. He often fills his evenings with wine and companionship and good cheer. So, he's just as often as not crashing in the back of one of the wagons if it's unoccupied, or like in his own tent occasionally, but more often than not, he'll just find a comfy place out under the stars to stretch out.
Question for you. When you're saying enjoy the evening, is that enjoying the evening with somebody or alone?
Several somebodies if he can manage, but of course, as he's a gentleman about it and is entirely respectful.
So, because I'm going to go down this route because it's gonna be fun.
I think we just got our milky stream a little bit of spicy.
All right, sir. Because I think it'd be really funny. Here are the individuals who are of your same age, who are in the troop, and which are available for pursuit.
All right.
Kasserine Velga, who is the daughter of Borag, who is probably very sad.
Oh no, we're not. We don't pursue crying women. That's not a thing we do.
I don't know how. I don't know if you're going for like a Barney Stinson type vibe or something.
No, not Barney. No, she's just like he's a little free and open with himself, but he's not a presser.
Corrine, who I believe is an agent of Jinx. She's also purple.
That one.
Fixie.
Mm-hmm.
Brandel, who's like Dragon Touch, which is pretty cool.
Also that one.
Also that one. All right, and
I love how you don't know their names. It's just like that one.
But
We grew up together, but I don't know.
It also
Pretty.
I remember
fits.
their names before I started drinking wine.
all right, bud. I want some persuasion checks. We're gonna see how well you did last night.
All right. I'm pretty good at these, for the record. 2 of them?
Yes.
All right. With my plus 13, that's a 29 on the first one.
Okay. Remember, you're level 1 right now.
Oh, I'm level 1. Sorry. I thought... What? Wait, hold on. I'm sorry. I didn't calculate this well. Okay, level 1, that would be 2 proficiency plus 4 charisma.
There you go. That's
So that's a 22.
okay. Second one.
And that one is a 14.
Okay. So, Corrine knows your place,
All right.
and she also enjoys the game.
Mm-hmm.
And so, as the evening goes on, you all talk. You share a little bit of wine. You guys share some banter back and forth, and you do that whole thing where you go, with all of this stuff going on at Darktide, it sure makes a man wonder about what his future's going to be like and who he's going to spend it with. And you go on over and do the hand touch. She looks up at you with these large, sparkling eyes. Goes, Crendon, I've thought that too. And I just wanted to be with anybody but you. And smiles and walks off.
You wound me more deeply than 1,000 arrows, love.
Well, then next time I will try for 1,001.
I feel the strike of you.
She makes her way off. I'm assuming that's how flirting goes for women, right? Is that pretty close? Or
They all drop bombs exactly like that at the end of things.
modern day?
I have dropped bombs like that before. It's real satisfying.
Modern day, it's just ghost you. You're talking to her, and she just looks at you blankly.
LOL. What am I supposed to say to that? I don't. Well,
Just
suppose that's
continues
a
to stare
loss.
blankly. Nothing happens. 4 hours go by. I guess. Fantasy. I should have watched what's that thing, Bridgerton, before doing this episode. It would have helped me out with some character references, I'm sure.
That's why mold to stone is a ritual spell, so you can
Just
merge. I forget what it's called about.
Oh, that's awesome. Brandel, on the other hand, you see exit out of her tent, frustrated, practicing a spell for possibly hours on end. You walk on up and say, "Darling, it seems like you got a little bit of gold flecks on your skin from your spell. Oh no, that's just how you always look." Wink.
Shining like the most glorious star in the sky. Except for the red one, of course.
What's really funny about this is that both Dan can play this character and also the most socially awkward.
Really struggling because I keep hearing like Sayer, and I'm like, Sayer said what?
That's why I went for the accent to try and differentiate just a smidge.
Exactly. Brian finds you in the morning as you are basically have created this concave of hay that is for the horses and the other pack animals and such. It took him a little bit, but Neftalia kind of basically like finds your scent and just tracks you down. I'm assuming she comes up and says, "Oh, I thought it smelled like pigs over here."
Is that
No,
just
I
replace
actually
my
genuinely don't
cologne?
care. Hey, how's it going?
It's Axe body spray.
Oh, Natalia. I'm sorry. Did I have guard duty or something?
No, but Mother Sylvenza needs us, and for some reason she needs you too. So, it's time to get up.
Oh, yes, understood. If she's willing to give me about 2 minutes, I imagine that she will be less shocked at the sight of me.
Brian kind of pokes his head over, and you see one of the elders of the troop. He goes, "Hey there, Crindon. Just as
Hello.
soon as you can, make your way over to Mother Salvenza's tent."
As soon as I can. Would you say I have about 15 minutes then?
"I think you got about 5. Good morning
can do
to
that.
Brandel." And he just kind of turns around and walks off. Brandel like pokes her head out from underneath hay. "Morning."
Nice job, Brindell. Keep it going, girl.
She just hides underneath the hay. Brian looks over to the two ladies and goes, "The other two that I need, Quemba's already at the tent. Do you know where Theros would be?" Theros, your father, leader of the troop, has not been seen in something about like 15 days or so. I think 14 days, I think is the actual number.
And my mother is injured still, right?
Your mother is injured and back at the wagons. She has been more or less unresponsive this entire time. Cray, however, who was out with her and brought her back, does seem to be kind of up and moving around a little bit. He has made assurances that the poison that has affected him is treatable from the different salves that Silvera has created and Anton has created. And he has full confidence that she's going to make a full recovery in time. But with that, where would we find Mr. Velga?
He has been taking turns as two siblings attending to his mother, and when he's not, he's sleeping fitfully. And then probably in the morning, he would have, after a poor night's sleep, be outside, have like a 70-pound boulder he's throwing around to exercise.
Does he yell CrossFit every time he does it? CrossFit!
He actually probably has a dumbbell, but like an actual dumbbell.
That's true.
You know,
I assume the
church
troop
dumbbell.
probably has two, like a fake one that like Borak does, and the one that looks lighter but is actually way heavier for the townies.
Yeah.
So he's just out there.
He's picking up and throwing it over his head and picking up and, you know, just doing like.
I'm laughing because I'm seeing Will on deployment right now. Just he's out in this Kansas City State blue or the purple shirt with these gym shorts and with the crew cut white socks and New Balance shoes. Just doing freaking. It's the funniest looking thing ever. Anyways,
But he looks like, you know, one of the world's strongest man competitors. He's
Yes,
like
100%.
6'6" and 300 pounds, but with green skin and tusks otherwise,
oh yeah,
and long flowing black hair.
oh yeah. I'm sorry, great memories. Brian, as you guys get about 100 meters away or so, kind of looks up and goes, "Hey, I think it might be best if I talk to him alone, given everything that's going on.
Oh, but of course.
I'll be right back. And he kind of goes on over and he walks over and approaches Theros. He goes, "Hey, good morning, Theros. How you doing?"
I'm all right. How's my mother doing?
Last time I checked, she's doing okay. Looks like
Any,
she's...
any word about my father?
Mother Salvenza's been searching her visions, I know this. But we don't know where Borag is. I'm sorry.
That's not good.
I think it'll be alright. Things tend to work themselves out. Boag's never found himself in a position that he couldn't get out of before. I'm sorry to put more pressure on you, but Mother Salvenza needs to see you. It's not about your father, it's about assisting the troop.
Yeah, let me do something to get my mind off this.
Yeah.
I just want to do something. He grabs his axe and his weapons and heads over.
Brain goes over and leads the three of you over to the tent. How late is Crendon?
He just barely 3 minutes. 3 minutes late.
Quimber is there, standing outside of the tent. As you all approach, he just kind of has a smile and waves at you. And in his best accent, which I'm just making up, he goes, "Hey, it's good to see you all. How you doing this morning, Neftalia?"
I am doing great. Thank you so much.
"And Isla?"
Wonderful as always.
"Good to hear." "Ah, here comes Crendon."
Hello, sorry. As he's like stumbling in, pulling on his boot. Apologies. The morning fog and all that.
Yeah.
He had a girl over.
What? Well,
Totally
yes.
scored.
Busy night.
Gentleman doesn't kiss and tell, Neftalia.
Oh,
What would you
well,
know
I'm
about
not a
being
gentleman,
a gentleman?
so I was just letting everybody know what's going on, so we know,
Fair
everybody can congratulate you.
He doesn't talk to Theros. He just gives him the nod that guys give to each other. And Brain goes, "She's a-waiting for you inside. Take care, y'all." And he goes over and turns around and walks away. Quimber holds open the flap and is kind of like, "After you all."
Yes, thank you.
When Crendon goes in, he kind of gives him a fist bump.
Well, thank you.
You guys walk in and you see Mother Salvenza. She is sat up in her bed. Her tent is a mishmash of paintings, tapestries, a very small bed, a very small desk, and a beautiful, almost like a nightstand. So it basically has these vines that come up what look like the ground, but if you look closely, you can see that they're basically just cut off and they're sat on a level surface. They twist and braid in on themselves until they come up to a crystal glass top that is flat. The vines then kind of slightly protrude from the sides of the glass top, and they have various fruits, but they're not all the same fruit. You see apples, oranges, bananas, something that you've never seen before, something that looks like a dragon fruit. Just all kinds of different weird things that are basically coming off the edge of this table. On the table, you see a crystal ball. There's a ring of gold that is holding it still, and inside you see this beautiful, multicolored smoke just kind of swirling around. Mother Salvenza, for probably most of y'all's first time, is not wearing her ornate kind of head wrap, but she actually has this long, stringy white hair. And you can see she's almost completely, her hair is extremely thin. Kind of shows her age more than what you can normally see on her face. She has these beautiful purple robes that looks like she's wrapped in not one but two nightgowns and then a robe on top of that. And she's underneath these thick quilted blankets as she is sitting up in her bed. She gives you all a warm smile as you come on in, and she kind of waves her hand, and these benches or stools come out from the darkness around the tent and just come up right behind you for you to sit on. Good morning, all. I appreciate you coming out at my request this morning. I wish that I could give you all good news, but unfortunately I have a task for you this morning. It is a task that I would normally entrust to others in the troop. But given the recent circumstances, as she looks at Theros directly in the eyes, does he look back or does he break gaze?
No, he looks at her hard.
Given the recent circumstances, I have had to call on the next generation of Hanatas to protect us. With your consent, I would like to send you on a most dangerous mission.
Yes!
She kind of looks around to the rest of you. What are your guys' reactions?
Me? Of course.
Crandon.
Danger. Well, don't precisely know if I'm qualified, but anything true.
Theros. With everything going on in your family, I understand if you want to decline.
Why not help the troop? I don't want to sit here doing nothing.
Understand. Quemba, I know you're not one to turn away from a mission such as this. And Quemba just kind of gives this nod. What I am requesting is of a sensitive nature, meaning that I need you to not share it outside of this tent. Is that understood, all of you?
Absolutely.
Yes,
Vault
mother.
of secrets, mother.
As you all say it, regardless of what words you actually say, you do feel this kind of pressure in your chest that then releases. For those of you who are arcane inclined, which is probably just Quember and Ayla?
Excuse me.
And
Was it?
I'm a bard.
Yeah, arcane spellcasting.
That's bard, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So
Cool.
I said Crendon and then it's Ayla,
You
right?
said, I thought you said Quember and Isla.
Oh, my bad. You both recognize that basically you guys just made a pact, which is magically binding.
Now, I hope you don't mistrust us about such things, mother.
What you need to understand right now is that what I'm going to ask you to do is a secret amongst the troop. A secret that has only been shared with 3 other people, one of which is no longer here. The other 2 are gravely injured. And because of that, I need this to be treated with the utmost respect. This is something that you will learn when you get to my age. Is that understood, Crendon?
Utterly. Sorry for questioning.
It is okay. I expected as much. And you are allowed to ask questions throughout this process. Do not think that by any means that you are supposed to go in this to the dark. I want you to be full aware of what you're about to walk into. The Seeresses have many different powers. Not just the powers to predict the future or to read someone's future or luck or things of that nature. But I have seen far more than what the lords of any city, than what the soldiers of any battlefield, than what most wizards, divination or not, have seen in 100 lifetimes. And I have also seen some of the visions and experiences of the former Seeresses, and even current Seeresses of other Hanatas troops.
That sounds incredibly confusing.
It is one of the reasons why naps are extremely important. Because of that, understanding everything in which I see becomes a very difficult and laborious task. And because of the way that the magic tends to twist minds, sometimes The things which I see guard themselves. Last night in my sleep, I was given a... How do I describe this to you? I was given a clue. This clue led me to understand that there is a piece of information from a former Sirius that is locked away in my mind. And I need someone else to go in there to pry it out.
I'm so,
You need us to go into your brain?
That's right.
How fascinating.
I suppose that this is a process with which you have some understanding, Mother.
It is. As I have said, I have done this before with other members of the Hanatas. I will perform a ceremony which will allow you to enter my mind. When you get there, you will be faced with... What's the best way to describe this? An alternate world. Sometimes it is a memory of mine, and sometimes it is a memory from a different Sirius. But it is essentially another life in which I need you to make your way to find that memory and to bring it back out so that I might understand what it is. Crendon?
We're hunting a memory.
Absolutely.
Got it.
Let's do it.
Yes. Of course. Maybe that's my sport. If my understanding of the arcane isn't nearly familiar enough with such things to understand everything that's involved, but of course I trust you.
To be honest, I don't exactly know what will happen when you enter into my mind. I don't know what you
Oh.
will face.
Comforting.
The unknown is always preferred. Otherwise, life gets very boring, doesn't it, Isla?
I can't wait for this adventure. No one else will ever have anything quite like it.
No one
Isla,
else.
this is very serious.
Of course, of course. I just mean, if we can be serious and have the most incredible adventure anyone's ever had, we should do that.
Okay,
Suppose
well-
you're not wrong.
I'm not, am I?
Neftalia, you have a question?
No, I'm assuming you're gonna. The ceremony will take care of the difficult part that doesn't make sense, and then we'll just go find the memory. So,
Yes, getting into my brain is not the difficult part. From there, it is traversing the adventure and finding the memory. What I should tell you is that it will be dangerous. The mind, or the body cannot survive without the mind, which means if something bad happens to you while you're in there, you could become stuck in there.
alternatively, we probably need to be careful not to kill you.
This is also accurate.
Okay.
More will be revealed once you're inside of there, and I will do the best I can to communicate and guide you through whatever it is. But again, make no mistake, this will be very dangerous. This is the last chance you have to leave.
Theros leans in very close, so he whispers in her ear, Mother Sylvansa, I've sworn myself to secrecy, but if something happens, will you tell Kazarine what happened to me? And when he's old enough, tell Janik.
She reaches forward towards your hand and just gives you a squeeze once. Any other questions before you head in?
Can we take stuff with us?
Anything that you bring with you? The short answer is no.
Okay. Well, that's gonna make adventuring and, fighting things tricky.
Like I said, it will be taken care of once you're in there.
Okay.
Well, on a similar note, how does one dress for this occasion.
Alia,
Formally? I feel like
no,
formally.
no. You dress like you are, which is not useful. But I don't think you have anything else.
How is Isla dressed? I want this
Oh,
explanation real quick.
She wears the most dramatic, like, fancy flowing skirt. She has like the very fitted top with the bell sleeves. She's very like intricately dressed always. This would not be considered her formal wear though. This would be considered her practice wear.
I like it.
I'm not going to see Krendon naked, am I?
The fact that you've managed to go this long without it is honestly somewhat surprising, Theros.
It's really quite a skill.
Ugh.
One of the reasons why I asked for you 5 is because what you will take in with you is your mind. All of you have a certain amount of discipline and self-awareness and self-projection, which is going to be necessary for this. You will need to be strong-willed to make it through alive. But I have utmost faith in all of you. Are you ready?
Alia, are you sure you don't want to change?
We'll see.
Well, I mean, if everyone thinks that I look great right now, then no need.
Mother, I do hope that if I shouldn't make it back, that you'd give my good wine to Brendel.
Whatever you need, darling. If you are ready, place your hand on the crystal orb.
Ready as I'll be.
Quimber does the same, and Mother Salvensa reaches out, and her arm gets impossibly long. She's probably 5-7 feet away from this, but her hand reaches out and touches the orb. And there's a shocking pain in your hands as everything goes black. And as your eyes open up, there is only black and the images of all 5 of you, along with a floating, glowing orb. Welcome to the inside of my mind. You are merely on the border of it right now, which is why it has seemed empty in here. But as you get farther and deeper in, the more complex that it will get. Make no mistake, you are intruders in my mind, and my mind will act accordingly to protect itself. So be careful. Are you ready?
We'll see.
As I'll ever be.
Follow me. She starts floating forward into the darkness, into seemingly nothing. And you all begin to walk. And you walk for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour, 8 hours. And there's nothing but darkness around. She explains some different context of her mind. She tells a few stories to help keep you entertained as you continue through this journey. But as your perception of time passes, you notice you don't get tired. You just keep walking. There's no aches in your feet. There's no cramps in your back. You don't work up a sweat. It's actually the perfect temperature in here. It's whatever your preferred season is. If you like it a little cold, it's a little cold. If you like it a little warm, it's a little bit warm. And again, aside from the fact that you cannot see the ground that you are walking on, you cannot see anything above you or out to any sides. You can only see each other. And any of you that maybe had poor vision, see in more clear than you ever have before. And then you see it on the edge. What looks like a mile away, you see a door. You make your way up to it as Mother Salvensa looks to you and goes, "Are you prepared?"
Of course.
We'll
You've asked that question several times now, Mother, and I'm not sure I've gotten any more certain of my answer
No,
any time that I've done so.
I get a little nervous sometimes, but you'll do fine. Go ahead and open the door and go inside.
Adieu for now.
What?
I just said adieu for now.
Oh, I'm going with you, darling. I just don't have any
Oh.
hands. I can't open up the door.
Very well.
Gotcha.
I'll do so.
As you guys open up the door, a blinding light comes through, so much that you have to shield your eyes. And as your eyes refocus, you see you're inside of a stone room, probably 30 feet by 30 feet, with large, obvious teleportation circles, which are inlaid in silver, gold, diamonds, rubies, pearls. The minor amount of understanding of arcane magic that you both have, Krendon and Isla, know that this is the sanctum of a powerful wizard. And as you look at each other, all of you look differently. All of you have new armor, weapons. Some of your hairstyles have changed. Some of your clothing has changed. As you all are now level 10. Just put context for the audience, obviously. You guys don't have no perception of levels. And all of a sudden, you know things. You know new spells, new combat maneuvers, new abilities. It is as if you've aged 20 years in an instant. The floating orb is still there as Mother Salvenza speaks. I have used what little power I have to give you an advantage. You have access to new abilities and new weapons, which will help defend you against my mind. Use them well and strategically. I will only be so much help, but I will follow you through this as you move through whatever. And you see the orb kind of shift around, almost as if it's like, whatever place this is. She kind of seems confused as she's trying to take it all in. What do you all look like, Ayla?
Oh my goodness. Okay, well, she's definitely got her hair done. It's super curly. She's got like jewels all over. She's very ornate. I would say she's probably wearing like a pretty blue cloak with like jewels hanging off the end. And then definitely like a formal spell dancer dress with the full like floor length skirt and dramatic top to match.
I like it. Krendon, what are you dressed like?
Krendon has a pair of very loose-fitting pants, the kinds that get real like baggy at the end. Like sort of Aladdin pants type things, with a mithril light suit of armor that just covers his torso, that he's wearing a nice like kind of shaggy vest over the top of, with a nice and tidy straw hat, which is actually a hat of disguise, just like tipped back on his head, and just a pair of fine sandals, as well as like lots of little like leather strappy necklaces and things on his wrist, and little beads and shells and stuff that he found and thought looked fun and whimsical.
That was good, but the only correct answer was tight acid wash jeans, tight tank top with an armband and a mustache.
And a neck tat.
Exactly.
He would actually have tattoos, but they're all kind of like light, fanciful ones that like just go down on like all across his arms and fingertips, and they're generally like sunbursts and moon symbols and things like that.
Sounds good. Neftalia, what do you got?
Super practical, like leather leggings, some light chainmail, and a big longbow. Just very like, I can move, I can see, it all fits. There's like a pouch with my bow, with my arrows, and we're good.
Solid. And Theros?
He's the least changed. He has, a nice shiny new axe, has some bracers on his arms. He still doesn't have a shirt, same pants, same shoes. Everything else looks pretty much the same. Just looks like he's put on some weight too, pure muscle. But
Sounds good. Krendon has changed slightly. You see that he...
Krendon or Quimber?
Sorry, Quimber. I'm going to get that mixed up all night long.
He did indeed.
Yeah, well. Quimber, His orange fiery hair is now in cornrows as they go back. His beard he actually has a full kind of beard that it changes color from red and then kind of goes into a gray and then kind of goes into a black. He's in this suit of full plate mail. He has this huge tome that hangs down at his side with a mace on the other and a shield strapped to his back. And he just stands there like a statue. He goes, "This is cool."
Quite cool.
As you all take a moment to look at each other, all of a sudden there is an apparition that appears before you. It is a woman, elf, who is dressed in what looks like almost what someone who is homeless looks like. But upon the close inspection that your keen senses, you do see she is hiding a longsword, hiding a hand crossbow. She is deadly, even though she has the appearance of someone who would not be. She goes, "I am Serana. I was the one who brought you here. Welcome to the kingdom of wizards. Many red wizards chafe under the rule of Zastam. Once this land was a land of learning and power. Now death scours the land, while the Lich Lord ignores all concerns other than his quest to become a god. If his mad plans are left to run their course, none will be left alive here to worship him. This is a magic gatehouse, from which I can send you into the Doom Vault, the heart of the Lich Lord's domain, deep beneath the Thaymount. The Doom Vault is a secret laboratory and containment structure beneath that which lies a hidden storehouse where phylacteries of Zastam and his elite liches are held. There the Lich Lord's power can be broken, but only with you. I offer you an opportunity to take the fight to the Lich Lord. I offer you a chance to help me see to it that Zastam's power is broken. The phylactery vault is where you can make this happen. What say you?"
I.
The orb of Mother Salvensa, you just kind of hear her go, "Oh, it is this place. I should let you all know that this is a memory from many Sirises ago, from the old world before it was corrupted. These red wizards used this very laboratory to corrupt the land, to soak up every ounce of magic, and it unfortunately led to their ruin. I'm so sorry that I brought you all here." Cyrana. Let's go with Cyrana. Doesn't seem to acknowledge Mother Salvensa talking. But she looks kind of each to every one of you. She goes, "Will you help us?"
Yes, that is what we are here for.
Absolutely.
Yes, I believe that is, yes, that's what we're here for. I say towards the orb.
She, Serana goes on over and goes, The laboratory is created to produce slaves for the Red Wizards. There are multiple different areas within, and each one has a different, she goes, for lack of a better term, theme. It is there that they create aberrations, golems, constructs, demons, devils, and all forms of evil, and enslave them to their will, so that way they can send them out to do on their evil conquests. There are white gates and there are red gates within the entire Doom Vault. Some combination of these gates lead down to where the phylacteries are held, and it is there where you must get to where you can destroy the phylacteries and send these liches all to the 9 hells where they belong. Here I have a white key for you that leads to the first area. It is there that you will begin your quest to find other keys and to make your way into the final phylactery vault. Do you have any questions before I send you?
I'm sure I must, but not coming to mind. Anyone?
No? Sounds exciting.
Do any of these slaves of the Red Wizards have any weaknesses we should know of?
It just depends on who they've enslaved. Obviously, undead are weaker to some things, while golems are weaker than others. It'll be important that you make sure that you assess your battle plan as you move forward.
Yes, sure. Is there any way to free one from the influence of these red wizards without bringing them to further harm?
I do not know the exact means of which they use to enslave them, so if you find one, you can try.
You said you have one key for us, and we need to gather others. How many keys are there in total?
She goes on over and she pulls out of her pocket a map, and she holds it out in front of you that you all can see, which you should see on your screen. I'm sorry, audience, you cannot see the map. I apologize.
Oh, hello, it's a map.
It's a map. It's the map.
I'm the map.
There are
My
9
goodness.
different areas. As I said, I do not know exactly how the last phylactery vault is accessed, but I assume that there are certain officers within the Red Wizards that you will have to exploit in order to get that information.
Right.
And where will we enter? Do you know?
The first one is called the Abyssal Prisons. Top left.
I see it.
Sounds cheery.
No Neptali, but once I agree with you. Sounds quite fun.
I think she's
no.
being sardonic.
Yeah.
I think I went to a bar with that name on the far western shores. I think it had a bit of a different meaning there. Lots of people wearing leather. In any case,
Quember speaks up and goes, "Have you ever left the Carnival?"
I mean, not if I can help it, but we're not always having one, are we? Lots of time on the road for me to slip off.
Been around enough.
Mother Salvenza speaks up from her glowing orb that she's following you guys around with. She goes, "Undoubtedly, the memory is locked in the phylactery vault. We will have to make our way throughout the entire Doom Vault in order to figure out where it is to access the final phylactery."
All right, well, I suppose that we should be getting a move on then.
Mother Salvenza, do you have any questions you think we might ask?
How to get in and out of the phylactery without being seen. She kind of laughs.
How do we get in and out of the phylactery without being seen?
Serena speaks up and goes, "There are many different ways to tackle the Doom Vault. I recommend against a full-out, straight-on assault. So a certain amount of diplomacy, sneaking, and when necessary, brute force, I'm sure, will be the correct answer to get your way through it. Also,
I'd find 2 out of 3 of those.
I would also I'd also implore you to remember the entire complex is active. It's a laboratory. It's manned. This is not some ancient crypt with random spiders that you might come across and slay. As you leave bodies behind, as you attack different areas, and as you make noise, you will raise a certain alert throughout the entire area, and you do not want to bring the entire Red Wizard army on you all at once. So, hit-and-run tactics would probably be most preferred."
Do you know how much the different areas communicate with each other?
I do not. Obviously, I would recommend that if you come across a group, make sure you leave no one alive.
Oh, yes. Good. That's precisely how I like to handle things.
You know what? No witnesses. It's clean. I like it.
I suppose they're just figments of a memory from someone's ancestral line.
You're not wrong, Crendon, but there is an aspect of the real you that is here in the vault, and certain actions that you take will reflect upon who the true self of you are. That makes sense. But at the end of the day, no one here will be widowed because of your actions.
Right. Well, let's try to not get too genocidal with it then, I suppose.
That would be the correct course, I think.
I can agree to that.
She kind of moves closer to Crendon and kind of whispers in your ear. And even like the orb obviously is not whispering, it's just kind of close to you, but you hear it as if she is whispering in your ear. Sometimes we become monsters in pursuit of them. That's why it's a good idea to make sure to remember your whole self, regardless of the situation or the collateral that may or may not be found.
I do quite like me. I've spent a long time, the majority of my life, trying to find that man. I'd prefer not to lose him here.
It's also potential you might find him, too. The orb drifts away. But with that, Serana kind of looks at you all and goes, if you are ready, step on this teleportation pad, and you will be entered into the Doom Vault.
Fabulous.
I'm
Seems like a
assuming,
good time.
I'm assuming
Quimber?
you all do so?
Yeah.
Yes.
Isla offers an arm to Quimber, who's probably like double her height.
Mm-hmm.
But she's like, come on, let's go.
He takes it and walks on over, and then right when you guys kind of get on it, he kind of breaks it, takes out his shield and his mace, and just kind of gets in a stance as he gets ready, and all of a sudden the flashing lights hit, and we go to break. So, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back right after this short break. Thank you so much. I'm going to go ahead and throw on the little pre-stream video, and we'll be back shortly, folks. So, probably about 5 minutes, all right?
As we always say, have a milky time.
No one says that. No one
We've
says
always said that.
No.
I hate you so much. All right, go into break.
Haha! Oh, my goodness. Hello, my friends. I am Alphinius Goo, and you are at GUI University inside the GUI Cube with Camera Mandy behind the camera. Say hello, Camera Mandy.
Hello.
Haha! Yes! Today, my friends, we are going to talk about Session 0. Yes. Because many people don't really know how to do a Session 0, and so we're going to give you at least Alphinius Goo's idea about how you should run a Session 0. Now, I'm going to tell you that it's quite different than most. At least, most that I've experienced. I never have my players meet in a tavern. No, never. Now, for those of you who don't know, Session 0 is the beginning of any campaign or game where characters are being introduced for the first time. First of all, in Session 0, I'm not going to have a session 0 where the players sit at my table and roll up characters and fill out character sheets and spend all the time in the books that they need to spend. We agree on stats. We agree on what kind of character they're going to play. And then they do that on their own. I want a marvelous character for each one of my players that they like, enjoy, feel, relate to. We also connect ahead of time, before we have ever sat down at the table, to talk about character backstory and what it is. And I do not let them have full agency with regard to character backstory, because I'm going to bring all those characters together. A group normally has some level of things between them, if you will. They are related, even though they may not be relations. Yes, that is what brings them together, typically in the quest for a common cause. Perhaps they are all a member of a certain monastery. Perhaps they are the sons and daughters of some famous adventuring party. Perhaps they are all students at a school. Yes. Then I'm going to build a little backstory underneath that character, a little bit of secrets and other sorts of things that are going to come out during the course of the game. Do that on your own, bring them to the table, all of this is ready to go, you sit down and you can begin to play. Secondly, set the ground rules. Make sure that your players know that this is maybe not going to be a massive runaround game where you're killing the innkeeper and beating up his dog and all the other crazy things that some of these games tend to do. If you like that kind of game, don't take my advice on this. Go the other way. Some people love those kind of mayhem, chaotic games. I tell people, I expect you to play your character as your character would be. I don't want you suddenly switching characters in the middle of the stream and you go from becoming a very kind and considerate person to an evil, vile destroyer. Yes, not unless I put some kind of helm of opposite alignment or something on your head. Setting those ground rules is not enough. If your tale is going to win, if your tale is going to be deep, if your tale is going to engage them and enthrall them, they must agree to it. That's why you set these backstories. That's why you set these player secrets. That's why you set these kinds of other things going for your players, because that will help them to be more excited about your game than
No. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we are back from break. Thank you for joining us. If you're just joining us right now, we are the Uncanny Pros. Let's go ahead and go through announcements. No, I'm joking. You guys have flashing lights that go around you. Your bodies feel elongated and twisted in a most unnatural way. You scream, but some other noise that you've never heard of comes out of your mouths. You guys look to your left and right, and you see your companions as if they are being tortured in some heinous manner, and it's all over. You all look out, and you see that you're in a room. Specifically, you are in scorched and shattered plaster shows faint signs of frescoes.
Frescoes.
Well,
Like
this is
paintings?
spelled Frescoes.
Frescoes, yes.
Frescoes.
What the heck is a fresco?
It's a sort of
It's a
painting, like on
Special
a
kind of
wall.
painting pioneered in the Italian Renaissance, where
Yeah.
you paint on wet plaster and it soaks in to create a specific effect.
You know,
Huh. Isn't that what
Michelangelo
the
junk.
not like what the Last Supper was done on, and that's why I have to be like really careful with the stone because it's like slowly fading away or something like that.
I don't know if that's
No,
the
I think
Last
that's an
Supper,
oil.
but there's that it is a lot of like stuff like that, like
Yeah.
the is it the Sistine Chapel, the one with the God and the finger?
Yeah.
Or-
Yeah.
yeah.
Interesting. All
There's
right.
a lot of famous frescoes. They
Yeah.
crumble. They don't fade. They crumble.
Oh, okay. Ladies and gentlemen, please
They're
join
neat.
us next Tuesday for Uncanny Prose and the art that makes our world. Brought to you by
But that's
makes
not
our
medieval art, so it's
world,
okay.
da-da-da.
Frescoes that once covered the walls here. A half dozen ruined chandeliers hang from the cracked ceiling. In the northeast corner is a black gate. This is correct, right? Yeah, that's correct. Area 1. Yeah, that's right. All right. You also notice that this room has people in it. Well, kind of people. It has, let's see here, 4 individuals that have bone showing and rotting flesh. You can see some of their internal organs, although you can see some are missing. And they all look at you blankly with their mouths hanging wide open. You also see what looks like maybe an elf, but his skin is pale blue. His hair is white and withery, and his eyes are dark pools that suck you in as he stares at you with these teeth and kind of smiles. And lastly, you see a woman, pale skin, jet black hair, wearing a very tight outfit. She kind of stands up from this crouch that she's in and walks towards the light so you can see her. She goes, "Well, what a delicious looking lot that you are," as she smiles, and you see these elongated canines from her mouth.
Yeah, no, we're not actually tasty and would like to leave now.
"Oh, darling, I'm sure you're delicious." She gives
You
you
have to
this-
buy us dinner before you talk to us like that. Sorry, darling.
"What brings you all here today?"
I think we might need to kill you.
"Oh, so you're those types of people. Well, don't worry, my dear. Dinner is served early." Roll initiative.
We need to
If
work on
if this number is about to sound outrageous, I took the alert feat.
it. So did Chloe.
Always good. All right, so give me a second. Let me go ahead and get all of the 14 red dragons that you guys are about to fight.
In the
They're all
first room?
bebes. They're all bebes.
Told y'all I wanted to kill y'all. All right, that is all of them. Let me go
We're
under.
rolling some Calopia numbers tonight.
Every day I'm rolling, we're rolling, we're rolling, rolling, we're rolling, we're rolling. Every day I'm rolling it. Every day. Since there's no music, normally there'd be battle music going on right now. All
I'm
right.
the bard. I can come up with something.
All right, let's hear it. Dan, fill in while I fill in the 37 guys that you're about to fight.
As we entered to the Doom Vault, the 5 heroes, not of the realm, but of our hearts, there were merely 5 beating hearts in the room. The rest were cold and icy still. There was Quember.
Chloe, can you just change up to a bard real quick?
No.
I didn't get to spend
Now Chloe's
ages
gonna be
writing
like,
them down. Like,
Stop. You need to go talk to Kenna? No. No.
We clearly know
Kenna
who the
writes
better
her
bard.
Stuff down. You asked for improvisation.
Oh, I gotta roll Quimbers. Ooh, this is exciting. Quimber has like a 1 initiative.
Oh, good.
Let's see here. Initiative. Boop. He got a 17. That's not too bad, especially for cleric. All right, Neftalia.
I only got a 16.
Not bad. Crendon.
29
Ooh. We'll go
on an
second.
18.
Ayla.
Yeah. What?
You ready for this? 12.
Oh my gosh.
Oh no! What?
And Theros.
12
All right.
with advantage.
I'm assuming that Ayla's dex is higher than Theros's.
I have a +2 with a 15.
I have higher dex. I have a 16 dex.
Wow.
Boom. It feels weird, these numbers. They feel wrong somehow. It's like I've gone against nature having a high initiative. Yeah.
All right, so this is a 40-foot room by 5 feet. Off to your left or off to your 9 o'clock, there does appear to be a staircase that goes down to some unknown thing. You do hear the sounds of battle coming down from that area.
Good cover.
And when I say battle, I mean much more like monster shrieks and screaming humans.
All right.
But basically assume that all enemies are within range, and let's go ahead and get Crack-a-Lack-in with up first. Crendon, what do you want to do?
All right. Well, I mean, this one seems to be the largest threat, as she's the one who's talking, and I think he just assumes that intelligent things are more likely to hurt him.
Okay.
So we are going to take his bonus action on his super nice sword, which is a flame tongue rapier, and he activates its burningness, giving it an extra 2d6 fire until he chooses to put it out, or it's dropped or sheathed.
Sounds good.
And if there are any other beings in this room that would have struggled with the light before, they can see pretty good now.
Sounds good.
All right, and I will then use my action to swing. It's a 10 plus 8 for 18.
18 will hit. Go ahead and do some damage.
All righty. 3 plus 4 is 7 plus 2d. Unless fire doesn't work at all. It is 6 and 3 for 9 additional, so 16.
16 total. I did 9, so let's do
9 fire, if that matters.
7. There we go. All right, she is still up. Is that your only thing for your turn?
Yeah, we did bonus and action. I will stay in combat here for now.
Sounds good. As you go over and you slash across her with your sword, you get a good look at her. She is very beautiful. But as you cut through her skin, this black, almost bile oil kind of comes out as she snarls at you and her eyes become wide and dilated.
Who would ruin such a work of art as you in such a manner?
All right. Is that the end of your turn?
That is the end of my turn.
Okay. Everybody give me a perception check.
Nat 20 plus 4, 24.
All right.
26.
Dang. Awesome.
7.
I'm okay observant. I rolled a nat 20.
Neftalia.
24.
24. All right. Sounds good. Well, the people who rolled above a 20, you guys all of a sudden see movement in the top corner of the room. As you see what looked like, I mean, basically a gremlin, this strange, almost like monkey-like creature, but with these large eyes and green scales, kind of moves and then all of a sudden turns invisible.
Oh.
All right.
I nearly took something to see that.
Next up is going to be the vampire spawn.
All right, then.
She just licks her lips and she's going to take a bite attack at Mr. Dan. What's your armor class?
16.
Let's see what you get. 21!
Well, that's a hit.
You are grappled by the vampire. Let's see here. You're going to do... She does. Go ahead and take 5 points of regular damage.
All right.
Take 5 points of necrotic damage.
Anything else?
You notice it looks like she gets healthier.
And I don't like that one bit. That's the opposite of what we're trying to accomplish here.
How do I... Yeah, so you are currently grappled, and then she's going to attack you with her claw attack.
That was all part of grappling me.
Yeah, that's part of biting you. She also hit you with some claws. And you had a 7 more damage as she scratches at you. She goes, I have not tasted such delicious blood in such a long time. As she licks your earlobe. All right.
Yours, I'm afraid, dear, isn't quite as aromatic.
Oh, it will be. Next up is going to be the right. Let's see here. Let's do a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to see who he attacks. 1 L, 2 Dan, 3 Elizabeth. What's up? Yes, L, you're raising your finger. You're also muted.
I'm just holding my finger. 1. I'm 1.
Okay, yes. 1, 2. Chloe is 3. Will is 4. Quember is 5. Reroll on 6. It's a 4. This blue undead man comes forth towards Theros, and he's going to go ahead and attack. And it's going to go ahead and do a life drain because that sounds cool. Let's see what that does.
It's okay. This is the best case scenario. If anyone has to get attacked, we want it to be Theros.
19 to hit.
Nope.
Ooh.
20 armor class.
Oh my goodness.
He goes on over and reaches forth his hand, and you guys see what looks like Theros' face begins like it's getting sucked off. But he goes on over and waves his battle axe over at the right, and it jumps back. It comes forth with a longsword attack to do 10. That's going to be a miss as well. With that is going to end its turn. It is locked in combat. Quember is up. Time to rock and roll Quember. All right. He's going to move forward towards, let's see here. He's going to go to one of the zombies that is next to him.
I would appreciate getting out of here, too.
What'd you say?
I would appreciate getting out of here, too.
Well, he comes on over to help out Crendon then. He's going to go ahead and let's do a Mace of Disruption on the vampire. He rolls a 8 plus 7 is 15, which ends up giving him probably not enough to hit. No, that was actually just the armor class. So that'll work out.
Nice.
As he hits her, you guys hear this like clap as it comes off. He's going to do 9 damage regular and then an additional 2d6 with the Mace of Disruption.
Ooh.
Where's my other d6? Oh, that's a bummer. All right. 6? Wow. And 2. So it's going to be 8. That's going to be 17 total damage with the mace hit as she just... All right. So that's going to be 17 on that sucker. Do this again. All right, we're going to take a look at what he has in the realm of please go away, zoom overlay thingy. Go over there. All right, here we go. Moving back and forth over here. He only gets 1 attack, so that's going to be that one. He's going to go to bonus actions, which he... Can he cast this? I don't think he can. Yeah, it is. He goes ahead and casts a spiritual weapon.
Ooh.
At level dos. Why not? Spiritual weapon cast. All right, as a bonus action, you create a floating spectral weapon within range that lasts for the duration or until the cast spell again. You can cast the spell and make a melee attack against a creature within... All right. When you cast this spell, you can make a melee attack against a creature within 5 feet of the weapon. On a hit, the target takes force damage equal to 1d8 plus your spell casting modifier. The element can take whatever form you choose. He goes on over and he actually summons a massive cross. Not a cross, a religious symbol, because Christianity doesn't exist inside of Gooey Cube. He summons a massive religious symbol that the vampire is not too keen to, and it is going to make an attack on the vampire in question. He is going to roll a natural 1, so it misses. But there is this floating spectral weapon that is next to the vampire, Crendon, and Quember. Neftalia, what would you like to do?
Well, first of all, can I get how many things are there in the room?
There are 4 zombies. There is 1 blue guy who is attacking you, and there's 1 vampire that is attacking Dan.
Gotcha. So the guy who is attacking me, I'm assuming I can't pull my bow on this one because he's right up in my business.
You can, but you have a disadvantage on attack against him.
Right. So instead of that, let's just go ahead and can I just utilize my ranger power and get my swarm to go after him?
Sure.
And also slash?
I don't know how swarm works out, but L I'm sure does.
So it says once each of your turns, you can use the swarm to assist you in one of the following ways. And the way that I would like is the attack's target takes 1d6 piercing damage from my swarm.
What
You
is
can
your
have it move you
swarm?
5 feet, right?
What?
You can have your swarm move you 5 feet.
Yes.
If you are moved, you don't provoke an attack of opportunity, so then you can move back and shoot him with your bow.
That is accurate. Would you like to do
Is
that?
it true?
That is true.
Cool. I'll do that.
You move your. What is your swarm first of all comprised of?
My swarm is comprised of crickets. I love crickets. They're very, very calming, and they're black, and they're kind of creepy and like intimidating. So it's like simultaneously like my own little safe space and also very intimidating to anybody who looks, because they just like, they come up out of the ground and they're just like,
And they're a solid protein source if you happen to be starving.
I'm not gonna eat my crickets. What?
But you
Talia,
could.
of all the creatures on the
could.
earth that you could have tamed, you tamed crickets?
They're amazing. Shut up.
I just have
Maybe
this,
like a leech swarm.
ooh. I have this like imagine that she just like opens up her coat and all of a sudden just all these bugs that nobody knew were there just come out. It's like the mummy. Yeah, so all of a sudden all these crickets come out. None of the undead seem very disturbed. Your party probably seems a little weirded out.
First time being bitten, and then there's crickets.
And you are backed up 5 feet. At which point, I'm assuming simultaneously you're just drawing out your bow like John Wick to shoot this guy in the face.
Yep, basically.
Carry on with some attacks.
So for my attack, we're gonna attack with the longbow.
Sounds good.
So, boom. Does a natural 20 hit?
No.
Oh,
No.
Yes, it does.
How? What are we fighting?
They're immune
Okay,
to
so
natural 20s.
okay, so I need a D8 plus
No,
4.
natural 20s. Everything else hits.
So that's a 4, so 8.
I need to apologize. The white is actually on Theros. I was confused. So it is not cleared, so you don't need to use your swarm to back you up 5 feet. You already have distance on the white. I apologize.
it should be 2d8 plus your dex modifier. Since you critted.
2d8. Oh, for my longbow?
Yes.
Yeah, because you
Yeah,
critted.
you can roll another d8 and add it to what you just rolled.
Cool. We'll do that. And then can I go back to my swarm and have them attack somebody?
Yes.
Okay. They're special crickets, so we'll add 4 onto mine. So 12.
All right, 12
Blood
total damage, and you still want to
crickets.
target the white, or do you want to target one of the zombies or the vampire?
We'll just go with the white. We'll just have everything go on him. Why not?
Sounds good. Is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
All right, sounds good. Isla, what would you like to do?
Wow. Quimba, that was quite the trick. Let's see if I can give it a spin. And she'll cast Spiritual Weapon.
Nice. What does your spiritual weapon look like?
Hers looks like this really lovely, like, dancer's flag.
Mhm.
It's got, like, the spinning ribbon around it.
Okay,
And she uses it to hit people.
I like it.
For a, oh goodness, plus my spell attack bonus is 20 to hit.
What are you trying to hit?
Let's go the vampire. We'll just gang up on her.
Yep, that will hit.
She seems a little rude, and I don't like that.
Sounds good.
And that's
Don't like rude.
2d8 for the second level?
Yep.
Okay. 10.
Not
Radiant.
bad. All right. What else would you like to do? I believe you still have your full action.
That's a bonus action to do.
Yep.
Is it a bonus action to summon it and hit?
From what I understand is when you summon it, you can hit with it as well.
That's crazy. So does it, but is it an action to cast?
Nope, it's a bonus action. It's just when you cast it, you can hit it as well.
Crazy.
I actually
No.
remember when I first started watching Critical Role, this was like the topic of 8 episodes in a row.
It was. I do remember that as well.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well.
In the
This
early
is-
days of 5th edition.
This is less exciting. She'll pull her sling and try to hit one of the zombies in the head with a little sling bolt.
Carry
like it.
on!
She has colorful stones.
She like
Okay.
paints each one of them with little smiley faces.
Alia, we need to get you something sharp.
I don't like sharp things, and it's a 24 to hit
Yeah, I guess that'll hit. Do some damage.
for 5 damage.
I like it. All right. That was way more. I put in 105.
It just
We'll
like
take it.
explodes.
Naftalia's like,
It's a Fallout Bloody Messquirk crit.
pretty much. All right. Is that the end of Isla's turn?
I think so. I think so.
Theros, what would you like to do?
Theros Wasn't Thera supposed to go before her since he has a higher dex?
You should have, but my little thing put her ahead. But ladies first.
All right. So,
All right, I fixed it for next turn.
veins start popping out of his head and his neck, and he starts foaming at the mouth. His eyes turn bloodshot.
Oh,
He goes
whoa.
into full rage and takes a swing at the white on him.
Do you do the Hulkamania? Like,
And he's going to go reckless.
I like it.
Took a
Oh, we
few
got one of them.
forearms to the chest.
All right, reckless for
so-
advantage.
I feel like I'm learning so much about all of you. Just
Is the 16 hit?
16. Yes, it does hit against the white.
Okay, good. So that is what? That's gonna be a total of 18 damage.
Not
Magical
bad.
slashing.
It is still up.
Okay. It also has disadvantage on attacks against anyone except me. And I'll slow it down by 10 feet too, because why not?
Okay, sounds good.
So it's 10 feet till it starts next turn, or start of the till when? Yeah, for a little while.
Is that the
Till the start of my next turn.
Gotcha. Is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zombies. Let's see who they're going to go. Everybody remember their number?
Yep.
Dose.
Quimber's 5. Ooh, is that a 1? Ooh, on the spell dancer. Zombie number 1 moves forward.
oh no, this won't do. He does have disadvantage
Why?
because I am messing with his luck.
16 hit.
Yeah, that still hits me.
All right.
Lame.
3 damage on you.
Ow.
Wait.
Hang
Hold on. I will spend 1 use of bardic inspiration, cutting words, as a reaction when a creature I can see makes an attack roll, ability check, or damage roll. I can spend use 1 bardic inspiration, roll the die, and subtract it from its roll.
Are you a D8 now or are you D10?
I'm at a D10.
Ooh.
All right, so that is 5 less.
Does an 11 hit you?
Hit me.
So what do you say to make this zombie miss?
Look out behind you, maggots!
You guys
It's a lovely dress. We can't ruin it.
You guys suck at this.
Thank you, Brendan. It is lovely, isn't it? And she kind of like swishes the dress.
He does miss. Zombie number 2 is going to go. Zombie number 2 is going to attack. Ooh, I like it.
Stop it.
A little rude. He doesn't have disadvantage. It only the only.
Isla, this is why you don't wear flashy clothes in a combat situation. It just doesn't
And
make
why
any
I'm
sense.
Beautiful though.
As you say that, though, Isla begins twirling and her sleeves come like unrolled and ribbons and such. And as the zombie goes to hit her, it can't find her in the clothes and misses.
This is why you always wear floofy, extravagant clothing to a dungeon.
I'm
With
just
that,
saying.
number 2, this one gets to go on Grendon.
All right. Well, not going anywhere.
No, you're not. 7 to hit, miss. Basically, as this vampire is on you, and she's on you in a very sexual manner. She has like one leg up and she's like holding you close to her. You see the zombie come over and you're like, ugh, and you like try and move out of the way just in time.
Don't get me wrong, darling. I'm quite charmed. Maybe a glass of wine first.
But the appetizers are already served. Last one is going to go on. 5. Quimber. That's right, that guy. Roll on Quimber is going to be 22. That will hit, even though he has a 20 armor class. He is going to take 6 points of damage, which I will record.
No, he won't.
What will
I
happen?
will summon my ancestral guardian spirits and reduce that by 7
Ooh. Then,
Oh, we
yeah,
can both do
as a
that.
reaction.
Sounds good. He actually has a 21 armor class. That still would have hit, but that's a miss. All right, solid. So,
It reduces the damage. So
then that reduced it from 6 to -1. So
I
he puts
I
on
like-
a point, a feeling.
I like 10th level. There's a lot of excuse me.
I love the like if you're not playing Dungeons and Dragons like Yu-Gi-Oh, you've activated my reaction.
I know it's playing blue in Magic is
True.
10th level bard.
All right, so Quimber put on 1 temporary hit point.
I
Will,
don't think you're go negative.
what'd you say?
I don't think you can go negative with it.
Yeah, I don't care. This is the fun show, everybody. The next couple months just gonna be the next couple weeks are just gonna consist of me just having some fun with this all. That was the last zombie, so we have 2 zombies on Isla, 1 zombie on Crendon, 1 zombie on Quimber. Top of the round, Crendon, you're in the throes of a very lustful woman. What would you like to do?
Something quite different than I would normally do. Well, if we wish to get really crude with our metaphors, perhaps something similar, I suppose. I will take my rapier, and I am going to stab her.
Sounds good. Carry on.
Yeah. That is a 12 plus 8 for 20.
For 20, not bad.
All right. And I just have to remember how to do everything. New characters, everybody. New characters. Okay. Ooh, max 8 for 12 plus 7 fire damage that time.
15 damage total?
Yes, 15 damage total on there. And yeah, I will if I'm grappled, does it mess me up to drop my healing word? I haven't played a lot of spellcasters in 5e.
Nope, you can do it.
Okay, cool.
Grapple
And
means you just can't move.
okay, sounds good. I will go ahead and drop my you know what? Let's go with does anyone know off the top of your head how often bard spells refresh for in this edition?
Long rest, I'm pretty sure.
Long rest. Okay. Okay.
Everybody except warlocks.
Let's drop a 2nd level healing word on me.
Sounds good. So 2d4 plus probably 4.
2d4 plus 5.
Ooh, nice.
That is, I took an ASI and the alert feat.
Ooh.
3, 4, 5. Okay, so I get 10 HP back.
Solid.
And that will be my turn.
All right. Is that the end of your turn? Or that is the end of your turn. It is her turn now. She's going to roll to hit you.
All right.
As she goes in for... She's going to go with her claws first this time.
Okay.
Claws first. 20 to hit.
Stop it.
Go ahead and take 10 total damage.
Stop it. I just healed that.
Now she's going to go in with the bite. 13 to hit.
All right. Enough of fast.
Does she hit?
No. And I'm gonna start cutting wording her harder. I shouldn't even let that one through.
She whispers in your ear and goes, just let it happen. Just lean into it.
You are no lady, let me tell you.
Let me show you. All right. Now that I'm done dirty talking, Dan, the white on Theros. It is going to go ahead and it is going to multi-attack. Let's do a life drain. At advantage because somebody decided to go reckless. All right, at advantage, he is going to go +4 to hit. 19 to hit. Miss.
19 hits.
Ah.
Oh, no, 19 doesn't. No, it doesn't.
Ah, bummer. All right.
I was prepared to stop it anyway.
I have a 20 armor class. Sorry.
Longsword coming in. 22 to hit.
No.
That hits.
No, it won't.
Roll a
Theros
1.
will stay up. Roll a 5.
All right, he stays up. All right.
These refresh per short rest.
All right. Quimber's turn. Quimber's going to come up. He's assessing the situation. What's everybody's assessment as he's kind of looking around? Is this like a go balls to the wall type thing? Are we trying to pace ourselves?
I feel like we're pacing ourselves. This is literally the first place we got dropped.
Yeah.
All right, fine.
We're not saving all our spell slots, but we're not.
Yeah. I'll drop a few, and I have no problem using my short rest bardic inspo.
All right. He is going to go ahead. Hey, what's your health at, Dan and Theros?
I haven't been scratched yet.
I've got 46 out of 63.
Yeah, you're okay. He's going to go ahead and just do a standard attack action on the vampire lady. Mace of Disruption.
It's the
Ooh.
Mace of Disruption.
That was better than your previous attempt.
Megadeth, come on, everybody.
So it's going to be 9 first, and then with the disruption part of it, it is going to be an additional 3 plus 2, 5, 9, 14 damage as he goes on over and strikes her again. She turns and lets out another hiss against him. She's looking rough, folks.
He also still has a spiritual weapon up.
Oh, I was getting to that, my dear.
Good.
Gwemmer goes on ahead and he has this religious symbol. It kind of looks like a T, lowercase. Because I'm a goober. He's going to go ahead and attack with that. That's going to be a +8 to attack because his spiritual weapon's pretty dope. Although yours is probably +8 as well, L.
It's plus your spell attack,
Yes.
+9.
No. So I would just double check on your spell. At least for me, for a second level, it's only a 1d8 +4. But again, yours might be a little bit different. With his religious symbol to the god lowercase t, he does 11 more damage.
It's for the god.
I think you're right that it was 1d8. I'm so sorry. We can subtract.
Nah, it's not a big deal. I'm not too worried about it.
It's okay. I haven't played a high level fighter in so long. I didn't use my second attack last round, so
Nice.
you know.
It evens out.
We're all used to being like babies in our journey.
Well, ironically, though, Sayer does much more damage. Crenden's just more versatile.
Neftalia. There are zombies slowly bringing themselves upon your party. There are vampire mistresses attempting to seduce Crendon where he stands.
It's failing. It's failing. I promise.
What would you like to do?
Well, I'm not really liking the look of the vampire that's on Crendon.
Yep.
So we'll go with that. Can I shoot her and also
Ramp.
send my swarm? We'll just do that whole thing again.
Yeah, go for it.
Concentrating fire is generally a good combat tactic.
All right. So I rolled an
Here.
18. So wait, what do I add to that?
Oh, what with shooting?
Yes.
You
Yeah.
rolled 18 on the die.
You're
Wait.
definitely hitting, but you
Yeah.
will add your proficiency bonus, which I think is 5 at this level,
4.
Are you
4.
looking at D&D
plus
Beyond?
dexterity.
Yeah.
So if you look at D&D Beyond where it says longbow, if you look to the right, there's probably a plus number.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
If you just click on that, it'll roll for you automatically too.
That too, which is pretty cool.
That's true. It's
It
neat.
will.
Do all the math for you and everything.
It depends on where you press it.
We're gonna
It
try
should
this,
be
guys.
your dex modifier plus your proficiency bonus, and maybe +2 if you took the archery.
Give it a second. Survey says.
18 hits though, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it does.
If it doesn't, we should just go back on the teleportation thing. Get out of here.
So the 18 hits, so I don't need to do all the math. So it's 1d8 plus 4.
Yes.
Oh, you should click on the plus thing to make it roll. That's how you do that.
Yeah.
Where it says like plus whatever, that's the
Little
thing you
box
click
around
on
it.
to make it roll.
Plus 10.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, you add 10. Nice. That's awesome. Yeah, and you
And
click
you
on that
should-
thing to roll your attack.
If you look over top where it says actions, attacks per action, you probably have 2 if you're a high level ranger.
Got it. Okay.
You can
Cool.
fire 2 arrows.
So you could shoot again if you want.
I'd make funny, but I
Fabulous.
did the same thing last round.
All right.
And such babes, such babies.
So you roll.
Dads.
So you hit. How much damage did you do?
So the damage is 8 plus 4.
Nice.
So-
12.
Mm-hmm.
And do you do any swarm damage?
So the swarm damage would be. Oh, that was a nat 1, so I don't think so. I
Okay.
think my crickets are scared of
You,
her.
you still have a second arrow attack.
Roll.
You get 2 attacks with your
again.
Woo! All right, here we go. Boom. And that was a 16, so 26.
Welcome to Dylan's world.
Woo! This is nice.
Excuse
I got
me.
you,
Do I
Brendan.
do
Don't
I
worry.
hear a clock ticking? Is it Neftalia time?
That's not too bad. All right. What damage did you do on that second one?
The damage on the second one is a 5.
Not bad. All right.
This is a tough
I
person.
believe that's the end of your turn, Neftalia. Theros, are you ready to bring the pain?
All right, so there's still a white attacking me.
That is accurate.
Let's hit him first.
Sounds good.
Gonna go reckless for a 21 to hit
Yeah, that's solid. That'll hit.
for 16 damage.
Uh-huh.
Is he still up?
Yes.
Try again.
Solid hit, though.
15. Does a 15 hit?
Yeah, it does. Low
Okay.
armor class.
For another 9 damage. Oh, sorry. 9 damage, then add 4 total of that because I'm raging.
You take your mighty battle axe and you swing it from the downward to his shoulders. He raises up his longsword to try and do a block, but you're just too powerful as it just thunk, and he just kind of sits there for a second and then just falls down limp.
All right, then I'm going to use my move action. I'm going to move and try to interpose myself between the zombies that are closing in on Neftalia.
Do you want to
So
do
she can
Neftalia or do you want to do Ayla, who has 2 of them on her?
I'm going to Neftalia so she can continue to shoot without being impeded.
Okay,
And I can
carry
still
on.
use my Ancestral Guardian thing.
Sounds
I'll
good.
stay within 30 feet of Isla.
Yeah, you're within 30 feet of everybody.
Okay.
All right. So with that is the end of your turn, I believe.
Yes.
All right. Isla, what would you like to do this round, darling?
All right. Well, let's start with our spiritual weapon,
Ooh.
which I think hopefully hits. +9. That would be a 21.
All right. Yep, that'll hit. You're hitting a zombie.
Yes, please.
That hits.
No, my spiritual weapon is next to the vampire.
Carry on. That still hits.
You can move
Okay.
it 20 feet with a bonus action and still attack.
I think she
Yeah.
wants to attack the vampire,
I
though.
do want to hit the vampire.
Yes,
7
please.
points of damage.
How much damage again?
7.
Yep, that hits. That makes damage. It makes 7 damage to be exact.
And then
Roll your 7 damage.
I am declaring that I am beginning a spell dance.
Ooh, what are you doing? Do the dance now.
In 1 round, I shall cast Magic Missile.
Okay.
I am putting 2 points into it.
Okay.
And I will be doing the displacement dance.
For those who don't know what's going on in the audience and the dungeon master who doesn't know what's going on, and I'm sure the other 3 players who don't know what's going on, what are you doing exactly?
Okay. So with the spell dancers, you can either cast normally or you can cast via spell dance. So you start a dance on 1 turn. You declare how many rounds from now you're going to finish the dance. Then you add performance points, which allow you to do things. So I just spent 2 so that if I succeed, I get 2 extra points of damage per dice.
Nice. Does that consume a spell slot, or is it a free cast with a spell?
It does, in fact, consume a spell slot.
Okay.
If I should fail my performance check at the end of my 1 round, then I just lose my points and the spell is cast normally. If it's successful, I gain a point and it does the weird extra stuff. Then I have a performance type, which for me, I'll be doing the Dance of Displacement.
Mm-hmm.
When I do this, I get a +1 bonus to armor class.
Nice.
And my buddy Crendon will get a +1 bonus to his armor class until the
Lovely.
start of my next turn.
Nice.
I will not be taking advantage of the swapping places with him, however.
Okay.
It's lovely here this time of year, I assure you.
With that,
so-
oh, go ahead.
No, you're good. So that's just all of that will 1 turn. Next round, I'll make a performance check.
Next down, Isla is going to have 13 actions.
Yes.
All right, 2 zombie attacks, 18 and a natural 20.
Oh, well, that was quite rude, but all right.
Let's
Super
go
rude.
ahead and roll. Let's go ahead and
Fine.
bring that natural 20 down a bit, shall we?
All right.
Okay. Yes. No. That. I think that is going down to a 13.
All right. It's a 13 hit.
Well, 13 on the dice. I don't know how much it added, but it brought it down by 7.
The die.
It will hit me because I am a 12.
Okay. Yeah, so he ended up rolling a
Oh,
23. That brought it down to 13, but it's not a natural 20 anymore.
Okay. All right. I'll take that.
Dose damage, 7 total.
Okay.
All right.
I'm fine.
Next one is on.
Well,
Nah, I'll take 7 damage off that.
Oh, well,
Ooh,
thank you. So how much was it total?
5, I think.
5 total? Okay.
No, it was 7 total damage is what they did, right? It was like a 3 and a 4.
I think so.
Yeah, so it's a 0 damage.
Okay.
I don't know what I'm doing.
19.
Crendon, 16 to hit.
To hit me?
Yep.
I'll let it through.
All right, damage. Take 2 points of damage.
All right.
Yeah, suck that, Crendon.
No, she's the one trying to do the sucking right now, and
Now, is that
unusually, I'm not a fan.
Is that a start of a new turn?
No, not yet.
New round?
No, not yet. Last zombie is a 22 on Quember. That is going to hit. It's going to be 4 damage. Let's put him at a smooth 100 hit points.
Must be quite nice, Quember. 100.
All right, with that, now it is a new round. Crendon, what would you like to do?
I would like to bloody end this woman.
All right.
Actually,
That might be the right phrase to use with the vampire. Might not be what you want.
I would like to perfectly bloodlessly end this woman. I'll use the thing this time.
Sounds good.
Now, if you want to, you can check my rolls to make sure I'm not lying to you.
I would never check your rolls.
I love that. 23 to hit.
Yep, that's solid.
Okay. And then we got nice 8 blade damage and 10 fire damage.
All right, give me that total again. 1 moment. All right, what you got?
18, 10 of it fire.
She whispers in your ear, "I'll see you soon, my love." And as you stab her, all of a sudden her form becomes incorporeal and vaporous and gaseous. That's the word I'm looking for, gaseous, and starts to drift away.
Oh, no, thank you.
Is that the end of your turn?
Let's see. I know if I hold my bonus.
You cannot hold a bonus.
No, well, as a bonus action, someone that I can hear. I don't know. I imagine we might use a short rest pretty soon here. I'll just be tossing this around. Chloe doesn't need my help to hit.
I'm good. Thank you.
How much do Quember? How much do? Sorry, I'm remembering names. How much do Quember, Isla, and Theros get to hit?
Quember gets a +8 to hit.
Theros gets a +10.
I have a +6, but I wouldn't use it.
Okay. All right.
Well,
We don't.
A bardic inspiration can be used on performance
throws.
checks too, right?
Yeah,
Oh, this is true.
that's true. If it's on performance checks, then it's useful.
Okay, sounds good. Then, yeah, in that case, I will just use my bonus action to drop a bardic inspo on Isla.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
All right, is that the end of your turn?
Yes. And for the record, I granted that bardic inspo by doing nice little flourish with my flaming rapier, removing the last of the black ichor from it, and turning around and flashing a smile to show that I'm fine.
All right, sounds good. Next up in order, that was Crendon. That's that. Quember's up. Quember's going to go ahead with the vampire and that dismiss. He's going to go ahead and go on one of the zombies that are on Isla.
Old.
Olga.
Ol, E-O-L apostrophe.
Okay.
All right, 19 to hit with his Mace of Disruption. He's going to go ahead and do some damage with that as well. Then I have 37 tabs open. Takes me a while to find everything. Boop. All right, let's go ahead and do a good old-fashioned 1d6 plus 3. That's going to be 5. He's going to do an additional 5. 6 points of disruption damage. So 14 on zombie number uno. Spiritual Weapon's going to come on over for a +8 attack. 23 to hit. Will hit. And this will be 1d8, I believe, +4 maybe? 8. Let's check what that modifier is. we were looking at somewhere around the range of second level spells. Yeah, it'll be a 1d4 plus 4 for an additional 12 radiant damage.
Nice.
All right, as he drops down, the zombie activates its undead fortitude. If damage reduces the zombie to 0 hit points, it must make a Constitution saving throw of the DC with a DC of 5 plus the damage taken, unless the damage is radiant or from a critical hit. On a success, the zombie does to 1 hit point instead. It was hit by a freaking radiant damage thing, so it is dead.
Nice.
That is the end of Quember's turn. Neftalia, what would you like to do?
Let's just go shoot some more things. This
Sounds
is
good.
fun. This is fabulous. So who's is the vampire lady still up?
Nope, she is down.
If you do have magical damage to attack her, you may be able to finish her off, though.
No,
That
she
she's-
that wisp thing is gone.
You have a vacuum
How'd it get
arrow in
away?
your quiver.
It
Huh?
got away that quick?
Yes.
Mhm.
Dang.
Yeah, so we'll just go. She's down. Let's just go for the remaining zombie.
Sorry to give away our position, guys.
Okay. I'll just go for the. Are the zombies on anybody?
There's one on Isla. There was one on Quember. There was one on what's his face? There's-
You know what? We're gonna get this. We're gonna help Isla
Brendan.
out. I'm gonna help Isla out.
Sounds good. I'm also gonna
She
do a
can finish
zombie
her fancy
reaction.
dance,
I'm also gonna
and
do
hopefully it works.
I'm gonna do a zombie reaction attack against Quember because he moved out of range. Opportunity of attack. 7 missed. Okay,
What?
nothing.
So I got a 13. So I think that first one misses.
Hits.
I think it hits.
Zombies. Not super dexterous.
Zombies.
One might say they
Fabulous.
have a -2 to dexterity.
Well, and you might be able to get advantage. I don't know if that's a thing.
Not for arrow shooting.
Okay.
No.
It's actually good.
So that's gonna take 8 damage,
Solid.
and then we will shoot it again.
Yes. Shoots it.
Shoot it again to 14.
We need a German character. Yeah, that hits.
I took 2 years in high school. I might be able to provide one if you need it.
We
So
really should.
10 damage.
Nice. Do you want your swarm to do anything?
Yes. Can it just swarm along the one that I just damaged?
Sure.
Fly, my crickets.
Is that all it does?
They would do 1d6 damage.
Excellent. Roll 1d6 damage. Do they roll to hit or anything, or is it just rock and roll?
It says attacks target takes 1d6 piercing damage.
All right, go ahead. It's kind of creepy though, because now there's just like crickets going in and out of like the eyes and mouth and like rib cage of this thing.
Oh yeah, and they're not even supposed to do that. Crickets these are special crickets. I found them.
They're just in there using their little springy legs to like mule kick at all of its
Like saw
body parts. Yeah.
Loved ones of Elle, give her extra cuddles and hugs tonight, as she probably won't sleep.
Oh no, I'm sorry, Al. Okay. Well, it was 4 damage.
All right, Salad. The zombie is still up. All right, that is the end of Neftalia's turn. Isla,
I think it's Thanos first.
Yeah.
Theros.
All right. So is there a zombie still on Isla?
Yes.
I was
Alright.
not able to dispatch it, but I
Let's-
tried.
Go take a swing at him.
Solid, go ahead.
Still raging. Does a 12 hit?
Yes.
Okay, for 16 damage.
Solid.
Slashing, magical. Is it still up?
No, it's down. Oh wait, slashing magical. Cool. Let's go ahead to 16 plus 5. Let's see if we can get a really good con roll. This is not radiant damage, correct?
Correct.
It did. More dead.
Okay. Is there another zombie within 30 feet? 40
Yes.
feet, actually?
Yes.
There's one in front of Neftalia.
No. There's one that's chasing Quember. There's one that's on Crendon, and that's it.
Let's go get the one chasing Quember.
Sounds good.
15 hits.
Yes. If you do really high damage.
For 13 damage.
Map's still up.
All right. And its movement is slowed by 10 feet.
Solid.
Because why not?
Another 10 feet. It can move 10 feet in a turn now.
How fast did the vampiric mist thing move?
Fast. Because basically he killed it and then it went a turn after and just.
It only moves like 30 feet around, doesn't it?
The vampiric mist thing is she's dead and she's going back to her coffin.
Yes, but
But
how
it
quickly
moves
does
fairly
it
slow.
move?
It moves fairly slowly. If I can get her magic missiles off on time,
Yeah, exactly. That's
force
what I was
damage will
thinking.
hit damage a mist.
In that form?
If it's a
It's-
miss, it's force damage. And that force damage hits just about anything.
I checked. Magical damage can affect a mist form. It is different than it is in other editions.
Are you looking up at the monster manual? Have
was
you done the most egregious of sins?
I am
of-
a bard, sir. A bard of lore. I have a
Man.
spell that can get me this information easily if I don't know it off the top of my head.
Audience, do you see this metagaming that is happening at my table? So, as I'm taking a look at the description, this is actually a vampire spawn. So as I'm reading this, I'm actually not seeing it turn into a gaseous form. So my assumption is you actually killed it.
Oh, yeah, because it's just a.
So,
Cool. This is good news.
or maybe you didn't. We'll find out. All right.
Probably you'll find out.
Was there still a body there?
Yes.
And if so, what is Krenin doing with it?
I don't know. What are you doing with the dead corpse?
Oh, weird. I'm standing over it like someone who's killed something, you know. Looking terribly heroic, of course. Or at least I would if I wasn't covered from the torso down in bile and a bit of my own blood.
He's just sitting there whispering, "In the afterlife, I will see you again." All right.
Though you've actually been dead for thousands of years at this point, I believe.
This is really just the creep L out episode. Theros, is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
Isla, what would you like to do?
Hello.
Hello.
Okay, so I was reading this and I don't get the choice of swapping places with a friendly creature. So sorry, Crendon. She's going to roll her performance check.
Solid.
which is 10 plus the number of performance points. So I have to beat a 12. We beat it at 12.
With
Definitely
a
do.
13.
Okay. So she starts to spin really dramatically and like her clothes start to shimmer.
Yeah.
And then where she was standing, Crendon appears.
Oh,
And she is now where Crendon was.
There's a zombie right there.
oh,
She's like,
excuse me.
Oh, I don't think so. And then magic missile goes off, and 2 of them into the one in front of her, and 1 of them to the one at Crendon.
You can roll the damage before you decide where they go.
Oh,
You
okay.
shoot a missile, see what happens, shoot a missile.
Okay. Now I just have to get the performance points thing. Sorry, there's a lot of stuff with these.
All I
Accurate.
want to do is.
An additional die of damage. Okay, so
Ooh.
it's going to be 5, 6 points for the first missile.
All
into
right.
The one in front of her.
Okay. That's the one that's on. So there's not. Okay. Yeah. It's the one that was on him.
I
It's
thought
right
there
there.
was one on Crendon. and
Yep. You are correct. I was getting the correct thing. So 5 points?
6 on
6.
for her first.
Still up.
Okay, and then 3 on him again.
Still up.
And then because she feels slightly bad about swapping places and leaving him with the cricket infested one, she'll send 4 damage at the one in front of Crendon.
Ooh. That drops him down to 0. Let's see if he can beat a. He has to not roll a natural 1. 12. He's still up.
Okay, well, let's fix that. And she'll use her spiritual weapon that's still up
Ooh.
to go hit that guy.
Sounds good. Go ahead and roll the hit.
19.
Hits. Go ahead and do some damage. 1d8 plus 4.
It's 4.
4. All right. Let me double check to make sure I'm getting the.
1d8 plus 4.
Yeah.
I feel like I don't know this spell at all.
Or it might be 1d8 plus 5. It's 1d8 plus 4 for Quimber.
Right. It's plus her modifier, so 9 damage then.
9. All right. So that is 9.
No, plus 5, right? Your spellcasting ability modifier should be plus
I'm a
5.
plus 5. I rolled a 4. It's a 9.
Oh.
Right?
9 to hit or 9 damage?
No, 9 damage after a 19 to hit, I think, is what I said.
Sorry. We're going to get this solved out now so that way you don't have to come over the next 4 weeks.
That's 1d8 plus your spellcasting ability modifier.
No, not spellcasting ability modifier. Yeah, if it's a modifier,
Yeah.
she doesn't have a +8. It's a plus probably 4 or 5.
Plus 5. Plus
Yeah,
5.
I have
She
a
rolled a
plus
4,
5.
plus 5 is a 9.
Excellent. Okay, now we're all straight. 9. 9 damage plus 5. It's going to be 14. Yes.
9 radiant.
Oh, never
No,
mind.
no.
Never mind.
Not
He's dead.
not 14.
It's force damage.
He's dead.
Unless it's different for the spell dancer.
That's fine.
Is spiritual weapon force damage?
It's force damage. I got the spell description up right now.
I got it up too. I'm just looking at it real quick. Why would it be force damage?
Yeah, I thought it was radiant too, but if it's not, then it's 4.
Because evil clerics can cast it too.
It'll still be radiant damage. It's radiant damage. I don't care.
Cool.
Dealer's
Anyway.
choice. You can do radiant or force damage.
9 radiant damage.
Sounds good. It's dead.
Okay.
All right. That the end of your turn?
Yes.
All right. Yeah. One zombie is still up and kicking. And it's going to go after Quember because Quember ran away from it.
It's a monk zombie.
Oh, no. That one's actually...
How far
He
can
ran
Clember
away.
move?
Oh, no.
Does-
Sorry. I apologize. This is the cricket-infested zombie that's on Crendon.
Brendan, your AC is +1.
Oh, lovely. I'm happy about this situation.
Does a 20 hit? Not natural.
Yes, it does.
You are
Okay.
struck by the cricket-infested zombie. Take 6 points of zombie cricket damage.
Hang on. No points of zombie cricket damage.
Jeez.
Ooh.
All right, Crendon, top of the round.
All right. Well, as fun as this has been, you and your entire crew, I'd like to put an end to this. Let's just go ahead and keep stabbing. Let's not waste spells on zombies. 13.
13 sounds good.
All right, sounds good. Cool. I rolled a 5 on that one, but I was still hopeful.
Do some damage.
All right, 10 stab and 7 fire.
Oh, that's just what you needed to hit.
Nice.
22 Constitution roll, and it is dead.
All right, and at that point, what opponents are still up?
None.
Nothing right
Oh.
now.
Oh, well, in that case, I look about and then I'm like, oh, wasn't there a little fellow up there?
Oh, gross.
Oh, actually, speaking of which, it's the little fella's turn.
Little rude. Little rude, little fella.
Excuse me, little fellow.
You all of a sudden see in the center of the room the little fella, and a golden circle appears behind him as all of a sudden another wizard, and 4 strange skeletal warriors appear. This wizard is in completely red robes. He is bald, and he has tattoos that go up the sides of his face and all over his head where hair would be. He speaks in a voice that is calm, yet feels like he's yelling in your ear. You are foolish to come here. You have only a moment to give your submission to the Red Wizards. After that, it is a fate far worse than death. And player 2 has joined the battle. All right, give me one moment. I have to pull up. Here we go. I need to make sure I have the stats correct on this one. Yada, yada, yada.
Now, this is what we held back a bit earlier for.
We're still in the first room, so
Yes, but this is the sort of opponent I would prefer to throw the full weight of my attacks behind.
Oh, it's about to get fun. Give me 1 second. I do have to search for something to make sure I can get the proper stats up, so that way I can more effectively have fun. All right. So with that, Crendon just went. The Quasit just appeared and teleported in a bunch of friends after 3 rounds. Dread Warrior number 3 is going to move forward, and it is going to attack at random. Number 4, he moves towards Theros. With that, he's going to go and make 2 melee attacks. He has this rusted battle axe that he goes to attack you with. 17 and a 20.
20 hits.
With that, he's going to go ahead and do 7 damage.
So 3.
Yep. That ends his turn. Dread Warrior number 2 comes over. He's going to attack number 4 also. You're doing a good job of grabbing aggro.
This is why we have tanks.
14 and an 8, 2 misses as he's clumsy in his attack. Next up is Quember. Quember is going to go ahead and cast a bless on everybody except for himself. I believe. Let me make sure I got the bless correct. How is Crendon looking?
Crendon is at 44 out of 63. He's down about 20.
All right, so he's not bad. Where's my bless? All right, hashtag bless. You can bless up to 3 creatures. He's going to cast it at level 2, so that way he can get Oh, that's a 4th level bless. No, we're not doing a 4th level bless. Stop that. 4th level. Come back. Apologize. Thank you for everybody's patience. All right, 2nd level bless. Pops that. Everybody is blessed. 1d4 to saving throws and attacks. Bonus action. He's going to move the spiritual weapon. I think Quember understands that wizards are bad news. So he's going to move it 20 feet to what he perceives is as the head wizard. The head wizard. Let's see. Here is right there in the initiative order. He goes ahead and is going to cast it. Or he's going to go ahead and do a spell attack. Spell attack comes up to 19, which is going to probably hit except for... Nope, that's just going to hit 1d8 plus 4. That's going to be 9 damage against him. And the wizard looks unimpressed. Do I want to do that? Heck yeah, never mind. Quember goes... does that count? I don't think it would. It doesn't count. Okay. That is Quember's turn. Everybody's blessed. That's up. Neftalia, you are up next.
Oh boy. Okay. Hold on one second, let's go.
Take out the wizard.
I know. Should I can take out the wizard, but can I also cast fairy fire on it to give everybody advantage on attackers? On attacks?
You can, but that will take your action. It's not a bad call.
I'm gonna go ahead and do it.
All right, sounds good. I believe that's spell attack. Is that correct?
It's a saving throw.
Ooh,
We'll
nice.
do a 2nd level cast, so it's got the save is 13.
He goes over, and as you cast Fairy Fire on him, he waves his hand, and the spell doesn't go off.
Oh, made him burn a spell slot.
Fabulous.
And he looks unimpressed.
You know what? I'm not here to impress him. I'm just here to kill him, clear the dungeon, and go get the thing that we're supposed to get. Okay? It's very simple. And you know what? This is annoying. He's a figment of someone's imagination.
Fetch a memory. Not just a figment of someone's memory, a figment of a dead person's memory.
Exactly. So you know what? I am unimpressed with your unimpressiveness, sir.
Nice.
Nice.
And that's, I guess the only thing I can do, right?
Yeah. Well, you have a bonus action. You can do that. You also have your swarm if you want to move that to another creature or something like that. I don't know exactly what the swarm does.
It does say once per turn. So does that have to be an action?
No, it's just once per turn.
Fabulous. Then we'll just go swarm the wizard guy who looks so unimpressed. Take some crickets, sir.
I like it.
So the D6 says he gets 1 damage.
I like it. Damage is damage. 1 damage on that. All right, that is that turn. Theros, you are up next.
All right, this is serious. He's charging the wizard. Does he get opportunity attacks from the 2 skeleton people?
If you if you break out, you'll get 2 attacks. They will go ahead and attack on you. That's going to take much. 9, 16, 2 misses.
Okay. He's gone reckless on the wizard.
Go ahead.
So 27 hits. I assume a 27 hits.
Yes.
And then does a 23 hit?
Yeah, they both hit.
Okay, so that's a total of 14 plus 10 magical damage, magical slashing.
14 total or 24 total?
24 total.
Not bad.
Slashing, he's still up.
Yep.
Action surge.
Hold on 1 second. I accidentally pulled 24 damage to you. Did you multi-class into a whole fighter
I took
there?
2 levels of fighter. Yep.
Not bad.
And 2
24
more
action
attacks.
surge. Go ahead.
A 19 and does a 20 hit?
Yes, 20 hits.
Okay. And a 25, and the advantage gives me so 2 more hits for 14 plus 14, so 28 more damage.
Ooh, well done, sir.
And he has disadvantage on attacks on anyone except me. That includes spell attacks, from what I understand.
Nice.
And if he does attack anybody else, that damage is reduced by 2d6 automatically. I don't have to do a reaction or anything. And I'm going to stay next to him and foam in the mouth.
Nice. I like it.
And his speed is reduced by 10 feet too, just because why not?
All right. Is that the end of your turn?
That is.
Isla, what would you like to do?
First unmute. Well, let's start with the spiritual weapon since
Sounds
it's
good.
still out.
Okay.
For a 26 to hit.
Dang, you going for the wizard too?
Yes.
Yep, go ahead. Do some damage.
For 7 plus 5 is 12. 12.
Still
Radiant and or force, depending on what we're counting it as.
up. Sounds good. It's still up.
And then
Jeez.
Not happy.
let's just do like a magic missile. I think would be good.
Sounds good. 3d4 plus 3.
Oh, I don't even have to roll. I forget. Oh. Okay, the first one is 2 damage.
Okay.
Second one is 5 damage.
Okay.
Third one is 4 damage.
Well done.
All to the wizard, dude.
Yeah, solid. All right. Is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
He's not happy.
Hmm.
All right. I got 2 more Dread Warriors over here. First one is going to go to number 3, which I believe is Neftalia. Closes the distance with her. Let's go ahead and do 6, 14. Either of those hit?
So the 6 does not. The 14 also does not.
Ooh. Next up is a 3, 2 on Neftalia. So 2 on Neftalia, 2 on Theros.
Stop it.
24 with a natural 20 and 22.
Those both hit.
God, dude. Do I use my last inspo to kill the nat
No.
20? It's a crit. I mean,
I haven't taken any damage.
all
so
right. We'll let it fly. I'll keep.
I'll
this
be
last one
fine.
here
I would take
in
it.
case. I'll save someone's life if we need to with this last one.
That's a good idea. Oh, I mean, yeah, would it be a team player? 16. Take 20 points of damage from the first
Ugh.
attack.
Woo!
Reduce that by 11. Nice.
Take 9 points of damage, and then take from the second attack, it is 7 points.
So
No,
29
correction.
plus-
Sorry, I apologize. No, 2 attacks. They both hit. Yes. So what was it? It was 20 points of damage reduced by 9.
Correct.
So
Oh,
that's
reduced by 9. Got
Yeah.
it. Okay, so that would be
11
11.
plus 7, 18 total damage.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay, I'm good. I'm good. That's a nice chunk. That hurt, sir. You have a good punch. I don't appreciate it, but I can respect it. That was more firm than I was expecting from something inside of her brain.
All right, so Theros unleashed hell upon this guy. So he's not happy. He is going to go ahead and put up a wall of ice around him, right where Theros is at in his face, and basically have it curve and cut him off from the rest of the battle. What you want to do?
Counterspell.
Go for it.
Oh,
Okay, I have to roll for it because I only have certain levels.
remember your bardic inspiration as well.
So it's 10 plus the spell's level.
Yes.
Okay, and I got good. I got a 22.
That's very good. But he's
So if
gonna,
it's less than 12th level, it should be counterspell.
yeah, but he's going to counterspell your counterspell.
He already used his reaction to counterspell earlier this round.
It's his turn, so his reaction. Oh, yeah, it is his turn, so his reaction's back up.
Wait,
Are you able to do that as the caster? I know you. Someone
you can.
else do it. That's crazy.
You only get one reaction per round.
Let me double check this one.
I'm fine with it. I totally accept it as you're the DM, but just curious for future reference. I didn't know you could.
Yeah, this is
a big point of
you can
contention.
counterspell somebody counterspelling you, but he already used a counterspell this round. It's when you get your reaction back. It's the start of your turns. It's at the round.
Let me just verify real quick.
Probably looking about Sage of Ice. I'm sure somebody's asked that before.
Oh, I'm sure. I was pulling up the rules real quick. Reaction. New sorcerers. That's not the one that I'm looking for. And this is going to be a very deciding point in the battle, so that's why I'm okay. Taking a moment to figure out exactly how it works.
I've got a very specific 3rd level spell for him if this doesn't go through.
Why is that not in here? Sorry, folks. Give me a second. Reactions. Is that what I should be looking for? Right, that's the last minute than this. Rick and Morty. That's high space. Appreciate everybody taking their time.
Lawrence, may I do an Arcana check to know if I know like what power of spell was just used?
Yeah, go for it. I'm fine with that.
Okay. All right. Got a 10 plus. Okay, yeah, 15.
It looked like a 6th level spell.
A 6th level spell. Okay.
All right, let's look this up real quick. I do appreciate everybody's time. For each round of combat, that's one action. They regain their action each time they take their turn, not at the top of the combat round. Yep.
Fair enough.
Now, does Theros get a dex save to try to be on one side or the other, or is it going through his space, or?
Yes, he gets a dex save. He still takes damage.
Okay.
But that dex save will determine how much damage he takes.
Ooh. 19 plus a D4.
Ooh.
Don't forget you're blessed. Yeah.
That's, yep. So 21 on my dex save.
That's a solid dex save. Sorry, let me pull up the thing. Yada yada yada. The DC yada yada goes through. Make a dexterity saving throw. Yeah, I guess it's just against his spell save modifier. His spell save is going to come in at, what do you say, 20 something?
21.
Fail. No, he passes. So go ahead and let's take some half damage, and then let's go ahead and half that again because I'm sure you're still raging.
But only bludgeoning, slashing, and piercing. So.
Oh, this is cold damage. So go ahead and take 20,
Yeah.
20 total damage of cold.
Ouch!
There is a massive 10-foot wall that separates you and this person.
Well, if I succeed in the dex save, can I be in the same side? Since he put it through my space, if I succeed in the dex save, can I decide which side of the wall I'm on?
This is, as I'm reading it, it says that you're pushed to one side of the wall. Does not say
If
that
the wall,
does
if
not
the wall cuts through a creature's space, so it has to be in my space when it appears, and it's pushed to one side.
right, which he summoned it in your space.
Yep.
It does not say you get to choose which side, so I would assume that the sorcerer created it in a way to push you away as he is trying to retreat, obviously.
But since since I succeeded in my dex save, I was able to avoid some of the damage. Wouldn't I be able to choose to be on his side of it?
I'm saying no.
Okay.
Lame.
Because in the spell, it does not say that that the creature gets to choose if they succeed.
Doesn't say which side it's shoved on either.
It does not. So the DM says that it's the other side.
All right.
He does that. Well done, everybody. He burned lots of spell slots that round. All right. His movement's reduced by 10, correct?
Yes.
All right. He makes it a certain distance away. Next up is going to be Zombie 3 is dead, so let's go ahead and get rid of them. There is another wizard that was with him that seems very scared right now, as they are stuck on the other side of the wall with all of you.
Hello.
They're going to cast Blur on themselves. And move to close distance with Niftalia. Crendon, top of the round. What do you want to do?
Dispel the damn wall. She said leave none alive. Gotta get an 11. If I was right about the level of spell.
Mhm.
Okay, and we roll a 14 for a 19 total on the ability check to dispel the wall.
All right, sounds good. So wall comes down. You see the wizard that was there is down 20 feet down the steps, which puts them, as I'm taking a look at the map here, at the base of the stairs. And you probably don't see him, but you assume he went down the steps.
All right.
All right.
If nobody has an issue with this, I'm just gonna run after him. I think. Yeah, we should definitely kill that powerful wizard before he gets too far away.
Probably.
Yeah. Yeah, and heck, you know what? I am going to
I like
take
this
my
idea.
move action running after him,
Sounds good.
and I am going to cast the first level spell Hex with my bonus action.
Sounds good.
Mhm.
You move. I'm going to say you're probably still about 10 feet away from him because you moved from the other side. And then you see him. You see what's also beyond. And what you see on the other side is as follows. I should probably go ahead and get the description back up. It's essentially a very large room. We're talking maybe 100 feet by 100 feet or so. There is an individual that the wizard seems to be talking to approximately 15 feet away. Another pale-faced, black-haired individual. You hear the sounds of people screaming as you see a limb come throwing out of this 15-foot pit that you just hear stuff going on in.
Yeah.
And let's go ahead and do this.
This is a terrible memory to keep in your brain. I'm just saying.
That ends Crendon's turn. Is that correct?
Yep. Used all my actions.
All right. With that, let's go down to... What is it? Excellent. The individual who is across the pit, let's go ahead and give it... Let me count this out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They are 50 feet away from you. Let's see what their movement speed is. Yep, got that. Okay. Cool. All right. This person double dashes and moves right up in front of you very fast. You see he has pale skin similar to the lady that you had previously, jet back, long hair. And he smiles at you and you see those long canines and he says, "Well, hello there. Let's do a...
You're even less my type.
This is really weird because it doesn't say if this is anything. All right, I'm going to end his turn there.
Okay.
All right. Oh, wait, what's this thing? And then he'll use 2 legendary actions to go ahead and make a bite at you.
Legendary actions? Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I told you guys this would be fun. Let me see
Guys,
here.
we're gonna
Y'all get down to this place once you kill those things.
21 to hit.
Yeah, we'll take that one.
Go ahead and take 6 regular piercing damage, and then go ahead and take another 7 necrotic damage.
Actually, don't take off 11 in the necrotic damage, so he doesn't heal himself.
Okay.
How
my
far away
reaction.
is that workout there?
30 feet.
Yeah, I'll give it to you. All right. That ends that one's turn. 2 Dread Warriors then close the distance onto Theros, and they're going to make their attacks.
Okay.
Battle Axe, 18, 21. The 21 hits, right?
Yep.
Go ahead and take a solid 8 piercing damage.
4.
Sounds good.
That's slashing damage, right?
Yep.
That's battle axe.
Yep, slashing damage. Second one, 2 attacks, 10, 5, 2 misses. Quember's up. Quember, I think, hears you, and he's gonna charge after you.
Thank you.
What do we want to do? I think we're gonna go ahead and go with a good old fashioned. How hurt are you?
Let's see. I am. I'm just above half.
All right. Yeah, that'll actually work. He is going to go ahead and do Flame Strike. He does it on the vampire that is on you and where the wizard is standing, because he was not able to get away very much. They're going to make dexterity saving throws against his 6 spell save 16. The vampire makes a 7. The
Good.
Evoker has the end of his turn, so he does not have counterspell because he already used that. 18, he actually succeeds. And then that is going to do a solid 46, which is...
Quember. My, good boy.
I said 4d6, not 46.
Oh.
It only
like,
does
that's-
9... Yeah. It only does 9 fire damage. However, a vertical column and 5 feet source from the heavens location specify each creature within 10-foot radius of the 40-foot high center in the point within range must make a dexterity saving throw on radiant damage. And 46 radiant as well. So we're going to do that one, or half as much on that one. And then, yep, that's just one action. So let's go ahead and do another 46
Big money.
radiant.
We got some vulnerabilities.
That one was much
up
better.
your
That was a
shiz.
21. I don't know that. Okay, so with that, when the fire ends, the evoker is torched.
Good.
As he was trying to get away with his 2 hit points.
Good.
Oh, one more.
Oh, it's
Good one.
close. I enjoyed it. Damage resistances. Yeah, he actually is not to that. So what was that? That was a total of, what was that? 9 the first one with a... I can get rid of
Is
that
30 total?
Was it 21? Yeah, so 30 total on the vampire. And that was radiant damage too, so not bad. All right, that ends Quembo's turn, except for he's going to use a spiritual weapon to go ahead and attack one of the old Dread Warriors in there. We'll say the first Dread Warrior that is on Neftalia, which will be number 4. 17 plus 8, that's going to be 25. That's going to go ahead and hit, so we're going to do 1d8 plus 4. 6 damage.
Dun, dun, dun.
All right, so that ends Quember's turn. Neftalia, what would you like to do?
All right. Well, I need to take care of this guy who's right here beside me. So, you know what? We're just gonna go ahead and, because I can't get it way fast enough to do a longbow, unless I can use my swarm to move me. Can I use my swarm to move me and then shoot?
I think you said like 5 feet, something like that. 10 feet?
5.
5 feet? Yeah. You can have the swarm move you back.
Is that enough to use my bow, though?
Yes.
Fabulous. I will do that. We shall move back, and then I will use my bow, and we will attack him with the longbow.
Solid.
So we roll a... Oh, that was a nat 1.
That'd
The
be-
first one goes wide.
there was a cricket, got in your eye for a second. You're like, ah, come on, guys.
Ah, stop it,
We
Frank.
we rehearsed this in
Frank,
my
you
mind.
betrayed me.
Frank.
The next one is an 18, so that was a 28.
Solid.
So-
28 hits. Go ahead.
Hank
and use some
redeemed
damage.
himself by creating an opening for you.
Well, that is 1 + 4, so 5.
Not bad. So 5 on the one
Oh.
that Krember hit with his spiritual. We lost Will.
There's a Theros who's not here.
There he goes. Now he's back.
Ooh,
Okay.
Why did you do that?
Now
There
we
he
can't
is.
hear you.
All right. That is on that one. 4. 4? How much damage? 9? 12?
no, 4.
4. Okay.
Oh, 5. Sorry, 1 + 4.
Oh, that's why this is weird. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So 4. There we go. Do that. Get rid of this one. That one's confusing me. All right. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
Theros, what would you like to do?
All right. So there are how many of these undead creatures in the room with the Natalia and Ayla and I?
4.
4. And there's a vampire currently grappling Crendon.
Correct.
Did it grapple me?
It just bit you.
Okay. I didn't think it grappled me. Thank goodness.
All right. I'm going to hope the ladies can take care of themselves for a little bit and charge at the vampire.
Okay.
He's within 40 feet, I assume.
Yes. 2 attacks of opportunity
Okay.
from the shambling things.
Yep.
17 and a 7. They're 2 misses. Go ahead and continue on.
All right. He's going to go attack the vampire recklessly.
Mhm.
So a 21 is a 21 hit
Yes.
and a come on. Ooh. Let's see. There's a 17 hit.
Yes.
Okay, so he hits twice even without using
Someone
blast.
should take care of that closet also.
Quasit turned invisible last turn.
17 magical slashing and
Solid.
19 magical slashing.
Very solid rolls. All right.
I nearly took the invisibility. I'm taking it if
And
we level up in here.
His speed's reduced by 10 feet, and he has disadvantage on everybody except me till the start of my next turn.
Solid. Is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
Ayla, what would you like to do?
Hello. Well, I suppose let's hit with a spiritual weapon.
Mm-hmm.
First, the creature probably nearest to her, since I think the wizard we were hitting left.
There is an apprentice that is next to Neftalia.
Oh no, let's do that, because I'll help my good friend Neftalia.
Sounds good.
A 26 to hit
Hits.
with 12 damage.
Sounds good.
And then, I mean, if we're helping Neftalia, because she really needs help, I'll do a magic missile at 2nd level.
Sounds good.
I'm fine. Okay. You
What is
watch
that?
out
I
for
can't
yourself.
hear you over me helping you. 4, 6, 8, 11, and one more d4. 12, 13, 14. It is 15 points
Solid.
of force.
How's it doing? 50? Is it your magic missile enhanced by your dance?
No, I did 3. So you get 3 for a level 1, and then you add a dice for level 2.
Oh, you casted that. Okay, cool. Sounds
You
good.
had a missile. Did you include the extra +1?
Yep.
Okay.
That's
Alright.
with the.
Ayla, is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, I think so.
Dread Warrior number 4 takes 2 attacks and closes distance 5 feet with Neftalia. 11 and 21.
The 21 hits.
Let's go ahead and do 3 damage.
You
Ah.
got this.
I know. Thank you.
I think the second one's going to turn and attack Ayla.
Not cool.
19 first attack, 24 with a natural 20 on the second one.
Oh my god, yes. Jeez.
First attack is 3 damage.
Oh no.
Second attack, let's go and get out the dice for this rolling. 8
It's
plus
okay.
6, 12, plus throw an extra 2, 14 damage.
You doing okay over there,
Take,
huh?
take
Um,
10 off of that.
Oh, thank you.
God, you're a thick man. You're
That
a
was
thick man.
14, take 10 off, so I'm taking 4.
There are all these spirits of
taken-
former Frenta and former what are we?
Hanatas.
Hanatas, yeah. Former Hanatas flitting around the battlefield and absorbing some of the damage.
Are you
These
using a
things are trying to
reaction to
inflict
do that, or is that just
Yes, just a reaction. It's not a. I can do it once per round.
okay?
God,
Cool.
that's
Definitely
cool.
when
This
I'm
whole
raging.
fight, I've officially only taken 4 points of damage because of that wonderful skill.
And because of a few
And because
well-timed
Brendan, of course.
cutting marks.
Of course, of course.
It is the apprentice's turn. She's gonna go into a scorching ray at Isla.
How rude.
3 rays. And let's go ahead and hurl them at her. Spell
Perhaps we should take the one up there alive. Wizards aren't much good without their fingers.
14, 20, 10.
10 does not.
Okay. So with that, it's going to be 46 damage.
Okay.
1, 3, 5. 10 damage.
10 total. Okay.
Yep.
And then I would like to hellish rebuke her.
Sounds good.
Mhm.
She does have blur up. I know we've forgotten about
Doesn't
that.
matter. Hellish Rebuke doesn't affect blur. You just point your finger at it,
Okay. It's not an attack
as
roll.
long
or
as you can
anything.
see it. Nope.
All
It's
right,
a
rock
reflex save, dex save on their part.
Yep. Deck save, please.
roll. Dexterity saving throw 100. She did get a 13.
That is not enough.
Okay.
And then it's a D10, right? Will?
2d10, I think, at first
Mhm.
level.
Damn. Oh, it's a second level hellish rebuke. Does
Then
that
3d10.
Oh, damn.
Ooh.
You picked on the wrong person, honey.
Burning them second level freaking spells.
It's a free cast.
Oh, nice.
6 plus 7. That is 13. And I don't add my modifier to that, right?
No.
Correct.
Okay. 13 fire damage.
Unless you're abyssal touched, then you could add 2 to it, I think.
You go through after she blasts you with these scorching rays, and the last one you catch, fling it around your back and launch it back at her, and it nails her center mass and burns out her entire chestal area.
Oops.
So that's a dead person.
It's a dead person.
Okay.
She did the opposite of take her captive.
All right.
Sorry.
That's
I'm
okay. We can get one later.
Crendon, top of the round, what would you like to do?
Well, you know, I put a hex on my blade last turn, thinking that I might stab a wizard with it. But I don't think I want to hit this fellow with necrotic damage. So we're just going to go ahead and let that one go.
Mhm.
You can transfer it as a bonus action.
To what? Everything left is dead.
It also gets disability or disadvantage on an ability check. It's just
Yeah. I'm just saying I don't want to deal the necrotic damage to it. That feels like a bad idea. I think I'd be healing them.
no, you don't.
No?
No.
You sure? Okay.
It's
Can
not
I
like
roll,
third edition.
can I
not like
roll a
third edition.
canna?
Can you roll Arcana on that?
Yeah.
Sure. While he's doing that, he attacks you, rolls a 26, and does 7 damage.
Okay, I'm just going to attack him. All
and,
right.
And you're grappled.
No, I'm just going to attack him. We'll leave the hex on, whatever.
Sounds good.
Okay. So
Did you hexed the wizard though, right?
yes, and as a bonus action,
You moved
I'll
it over. All right, cool. Go and
move
rock
it
and
onto
roll.
this guy. Okay. That is a 21 to hit.
That'll hit. Do some damage.
Okay, and we got a 7 rapier
Okay.
plus 7 fire. So 14, and if it goes through, 4 necrotic. So 14 and then 21 if necrotic hurts it.
Yep, you're good.
Okay.
All right. Is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
It is the vampire's turn. The vampire turns and looks at good old-fashioned, what's his face, Theros there. Says, so good to see you, my old friend. Go and make a wisdom saving throw.
What? No, you don't understand. He just got here with me.
Something you'd like to tell us, Theros?
18.
Ah!
Sorry.
Oh,
I'm
man.
rolling good at my saving throws today.
Very
Now,
good.
if that hadn't been a spell attempt and had actually been a thing, that would have been a bravo slow clap. I was just trying to get into her mind all these years.
All right. Well done. Yeah, that's that. He's going to go and use legendary action to bite Crendon
At disadvantage.
at disadvantage. Let's see.
16
here.
AC.
Unarmed form only. Sorry, I'm navigating through many things. First one's a 25, second one's a 20.
Good gracious.
Doesn't it do like negative damage or something like that?
I mean,
Well, Will said something earlier that it's like when he attacks something else, it's reduced.
It does. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it does 2d6 less damage. At least make sure.
Go ahead and roll 2d6 damage.
God, that's a neat thing.
Oh, yeah. No, he has resistance to the damage dealt.
Oh, okay. So roll 2d6.
Should I or should he?
No, I don't really care who. Somebody.
Will, you want to roll 2d6?
It's just you have resistance to the damage it deals to you.
Oh,
Okay.
To all damage?
Yeah, to all damage. Any damage it attacks you
Okay.
with. Whenever it rolls an attack. So when I enter my rage, the
Yeah.
first creature I hit in my turn, becomes my enemy. It has disadvantage attacks against anyone except me, and any creature attacks other than me has resistance to the damage that it deals.
All damage?
Yeah.
Dang.
Any attack. Now, not if it's a spell that doesn't use an attack, but any attack has resistance to that damage.
That's pretty
Yeah.
cool. All right,
Yeah.
so you're going to take 4 bite damage. You're going to take 7 necrotic damage, and your maximum hit points are reduced by 7.
What?
That's not what I said.
All right.
Vampires are no joke. He also looked like he gained some strength. All right, back up in the other room. So there are Dread Warrior 2 and 3, which was chasing... who'd they turn to? No, I think they were still chasing Theros. And then Theros broke contact and continued going after the vampire.
Yeah.
That sound correct? They rush after you. However, one of them stops. And all of a sudden, a voice comes through its mouth. I see that there are more lambs for the slaughter. And it is going to go ahead and cast a spell.
No, thank you.
Is it a spell we can see?
Yep, it's the Dread Warrior is casting it.
Counter spell.
Excellent. Why don't you wait to figure out which spell I'm going to use?
No.
No.
Yeah, sure. All right, it's a 6th level. Let's see what you do.
She got a 9 plus 14, 23.
23? Dang. All right, well, you don't know what the
Don't forget your bless.
And part of
It's at least-
inspiration.
It's at least a 24.
I mean, I
have
can
that too.
keep rolling if you want, if that doesn't work.
Yeah, keep going.
Wait, question.
Answer.
Because I don't want to do this wrong and be wrong.
Mhm.
When you roll for a counter spell, what are you adding to that?
Let's find out real quick. I will pull up his counter spell.
Believe your spell casting modifier.
Okay, so it's not a 23, it's a 19.
You attempt to interrupt a creature in the process of casting a spell. If the creature is casting a spell third flyer or lower, then it fails and has no effect. If it is 4th level or higher, make an ability check using your spell casting ability. The DC equal is 10 plus the spell's level. On a success, the creature's spell ends and has no effect. using your spellcasting ability.
Okay. So that would be the +5, not +9. So
No, plus your proficiency bonus still. But it's an ability check.
So as I'm looking,
Is it? I think it said modifier.
I'm
Well, but
pretty
you make an ability check using your spellcasting ability. I would assume you'd be proficient in the spell you're casting.
What was the wording, Lawrence?
the specific wording as we're getting into this.
Make an ability check using your spellcasting ability.
Yeah.
But it's an ability modifier, though, right?
No, spellcasting ability. It's
making a-
just ability check.
it's fine with me either way. You just
The question is, do you get to add your ability, your proficiency
Proficiency,
modifier?
Yeah.
Which you should. I would say she still gets a D4 to add to that anyway because it's ability check.
Go ahead and Google it up. The spell is canceled. But if you want to go ahead and Google it, that sounds good.
Future
Okay.
reference.
How many spells have you burned through, by the way?
I'm doing okay.
Really?
Yeah, well, because I got a couple of them have been my freebie casts. I'm doing all right.
All
I
right.
got plenty of spells. Don't worry about my spells. Let me worry about my
I
spells.
was pretty sure there's been a lot of counter spells and second level magic missiles and other stuff going on.
I'm feeling good.
That one does nothing. The other one goes up behind Theros and is going to whack him in the head with his foam sword that he has. Theros 15-5, 2 misses. Quember is up. Quember is going to. What other kind of cool spells does Quember have? Hey, how you looking, Dan?
Well, my max is currently reduced to 56, and I'm at 27.
Theros, what are you looking at?
I'm at 92 out of 119.
Jeez, Tank's doing great.
A lot different than Ignish.
How much are you short, Dan?
Of my current maximum,
Yes.
29.
He's gonna slap 29 onto you. He's gonna slap whatever you're down, Theros, and plus you up.
Okay.
He's gonna plus him up the 3. Who else is hurt?
Natalia, it looks like.
I'm doing okay.
How much did you use, Will?
27.
Oh, 27 plus 21 from Dan equals that. He only gets 2.
40.
So, all right. So we're still down 1 dimension. All right. He just heals up the 3 dudes. Bonus action, he's going to use a spiritual weapon to go ahead and attack one of the guys up top. 20, that's going to go ahead and hit. He's going to go ahead and roll some damage. 8 plus 4, 12. He damages that one, 12. All right. End of that turn. All right. Quember, Neftalia, what do you want to do?
Fun times. There's 2 of them.
Yes.
It's the wizard and someone else.
Wizard's dead. There's just 2. Well, there's 4 dread warriors that are up here. 2 of them are running down and are bashing Theros. The other 2, I believe, are on you.
Yeah. So we'll, you know what? We'll just,
I think the 3 of us got this down here if we have to. If y'all want to worry about yourselves up there.
oh yeah, I'm worrying about, I'm gonna worry about me.
Do some self-care.
Yes. just a
Self-care
little bit of
is
self-care.
important.
And the self-care is going to involve me with my bugs moving back and shooting the closest one to me. Twice again.
Go ahead. Roll and rock and roll.
So the first one is a 14.
14 hits. Yes, it does. It hits. No, it does not. I apologize. It misses. 18 is
I
armor
was gonna
class.
say, I feel like maybe not. Then the second
I feel like
one,
those are lies.
that was a nat 20.
Ooh, that hits.
So
One of the Dread
2d
Warriors uses its ancestral guardians to go ahead and. No, they don't have anything like that.
you don't have ancestral guardians. You're a figment of everybody's imagination. So 6 plus 3, so 9 plus 4, so 13.
Sounds good.
Oh,
cool.
this is cool.
Also, Elle, when you cast that counter spell, you notice that originally the Dread Warrior's eyes were glowing pale white and had a different disposition. It seems to now have gone back to that kind of mindless attacking that it's doing.
Interesting. All
Very,
right.
very interesting. One might say you'd take notes on that for later. Neftalia, how much damage did you do? I apologize. I was reading something. It was Parbo Mucho. You there, Chloe? Hi. How much damage did you do?
10 million, I think is what she said.
I think it was
Is
10
muted.
million. I'm pretty sure it was.
We can't
You're
hear
muted.
Chloe.
Sorry. I did I don't 13.
13. First Dread Warrior goes down.
Boom! That's right, sir.
Theros, it is your turn.
All right,
what do your
so
bugs
I-
want to do? Or the bugs make you have space?
Yeah, the bugs
There's this
coming back.
really funny, just like scooting chase that's going on. Just in a circle.
on this swarming carpet of crickets.
I like the idea that what they do is they actually form cricket wings. Like they all like mass, and then they like grab her back and then just like scoot her back 5 feet.
Elle, remind me to tell you about the time I was in Africa and there was a swarm of crickets and one of them flew in
I'm
my ear
really
and couldn't back
good.
out. We had to get 4
Really
steps to pull it
good.
out.
Think so. Really good.
All right. 2 reckless attacks on the vampire.
Carry on. They both miss.
Does a 24 hit?
Yeah, I guess. But it's like a really lame 24.
I want to get a crit. I haven't got a crit. So a 24 and a 28.
All right, yeah, they both hit, I guess.
So
And theoretically, you should crit every 10 attacks.
that's a
with
2. I'm
this.
going to re-roll that with 2-up fighting if I
Ooh.
get to use that. Oh,
He also
so that
rolls
goes from
he rolls a 28 to hit, or not a 28, a 22 to hit you and does 11 damage.
12 damage on the first one
Nice.
and 15 damage on the second one.
Will is up.
Yeah, there's nothing else I can do right now. I'm reduced the speed by 10 feet.
Sounds good. You tracking, you
Yeah.
took 12 damage
From
from the vampire.
sorry, he hit me or
Yeah, he went out and just slapped your face. Bad.
okay.
Uh,
So what was it? Bludgeoning damage or
yeah, it was half. Well, you need to have it.
okay?
Isla, what would you like to do?
Well, I suppose. Oh goodness. I'll use the spiritual weapon
Sounds good.
for a 16 to hit.
Misses.
Okay.
Wait, who are you hitting?
Whoever was closest to her.
Who's her? Neftalia?
Isla.
Yep, it was a miss.
Okay. And then gotta save those counter spells. I guess we'll do a firebolt.
Sounds good.
And that's not gonna hit either.
Okay.
Are you including your bless?
Even with bless, I think we're pushing it.
That is the end of Isla's turn. Dread Warrior on Neftalia closes the 5 feet. Dose attacks. How about
No,
a
sir.
15 and an 18?
The 15 does not hit, the 18 does.
How about 9 points of damage?
How about you step back and go back into her brain? I
How
don't
about-
like it.
That's reduced by 9.
0 points
Brilliant.
of damage. I hate this character so much.
Yeah, Theros is great.
Killing Theros
I wasn't sure if I
so
was going to take the
fast.
Ancestral Guardian path. I like it now.
Sayer
Just stop.
needs a Theros.
The fun part about it is that the combination of Krendon and Theros gives you guys a lot of options for
This is true.
debuffing people, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
With-
Indeed.
With that, ladies and gentlemen, we're not close to this combat being over. So we are going to call it a night as we get late into the night so far. But welcome to your first combat encounter of the Doom Vault.
Oh my goodness.
Dude.
The Doom Vault.
Yes.
All right. Well, Crennan's gonna write some serious 80s style heavy metal about this place.
You
Heck
certainly should. What do y'all think of your new characters?
So fun.
Level 10s are fun.
I'm really enjoying this. I cannot not make a squishy character apparently, but I love how many options he has in combat. I love all of his utility, and I'm enjoying being him as a person so far too.
Absolutely. For those of you who made it all the way into the wee hours with us, we'll try and get that battle map working next round. We'll also fill the little black spot in the screen with something, so it's not just black and just reminds us that we're missing DM.
A picture of DM making a very silly face.
We'll do something like that. Whatchamacallit? This is just our holiday break schedule. We'll run this dungeon and have some fun, have some role play. See if I can kill anybody finally. And after the first session, Elle still has all 25 of her GUI rewards to pass out.
Oh, but I can't give them at the end. Like I can't be like, oh, one each.
No, 'cause you have to use them immediately.
You can say, hey, you get a GUI reward. I draw the card and they get whatever the effect is.
I hate this kind of power. You guys have to remind me we have these.
But good job, everybody. Good job on not dying. And we will see you all next Tuesday. Everybody enjoy Thanksgiving. Eat lots of food.
Bye, guys.
Stay safe during those turkey bowl games. They are dangerous. The amount of young professionals that get hurt at turkey bowl games every year.
Especially professional turkeys.
Yes. But with that, everybody have yourselves a great day, and we will see you all next Tuesday to see if they make it out of the Doom Vault alive. Take care,
Thanks so
everybody.
much.
Bye.